All right, and we are here with yet again another episode of the Anatomy Crosscast. This time not with my co-host Sean, just me this time. But all the less, he couldn't make it, so I'm taking over the show for him. And this is brought to you by Potato Hardcore. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any fucking sponsors. I'm just kidding. But I'm here
It's brought
today.
to us by Potato. I'm like, man, that sounds like some shade thrown at Tristan. What the fuck? That's my boy. This is brought to you by Potato Slam. Go listen to Huge Peepee. That shit's fucking amazing.
Fucking yeah, that one's fucking. Actually, you guys watching should go listen to Potato because they just dropped a new music video with the single. It's on
Yeah,
Slam Worldwide. It's our
it's
boys.
sick as fuck.
Are
Yep,
they? Is Tristan in the video?
he is.
He's the singer.
He's the
Yeah,
singer. Yeah, he's the fucking
it's
singer.
it's filmed in their practice spot. The guy of Cerebral Bore fucking filmed it.
Yeah,
I would.
Oh my god,
I'll have to check it out. I've stayed away from Potato Slam thus far, not for any specific reason. I haven't clicked on it myself yet. I've seen it, but I'll
It's,
definitely
I
make a
mean,
point. I
I've
like anything Tristan does, to be honest. It's always really
Tristan.
good.
Tristan was a big part of the Envirulent sound, and I feel like with Potato, he's carrying on in his own legacy. He did Disorder way before we did Envirulent together, and
I
Potato very much reminds me of Disorder, and that makes me really fucking happy because I actually produced the. It was Esophagus Disorder, and who else was on Species Slicer?
Splicer
Was
and there was I think I
I thought it
think
was just three. Was it four bands?
it was supposed to be four. I think it was either Zachary Farrenkamp's band with Merrick or something like that. I don't really
'Cause I
remember off the top of
because
my head.
I mixed Disorders half of that. That was like probably my first ever like mixing credit aside from my own yeah, that I mixed that.
I don't know why I
um,
have it in my backpack. It was just in there, but I've
and
never
then
opened it.
and then on his debut CD I did a guest solo that he made me sound like Lucas Band of Springs of Saturn.
Yeah.
He did like pitching stuff on it. Like everything I played everything, but he was like made it sound like I was harmonized like alien stuff, and I was like, all right, dude, whatever. I don't fucking care.
yeah.
I
I was meant to record bass for a Disorder release, but then I think
Oh shit.
then Tristan kind of just he kind of just decided that he wasn't doing anything musically at all. So Disorder kind of just
He was
Tristan.
that would happen a
That
few
whole
times.
thing a couple of years ago. Yeah, there's a few
yeah.
cycles of that, but
Yeah, I think I've got like 2 or 3 tracks maybe somewhere that
He's
I've recorded bass for him, just as kind of demos, but they never really seen the light of day.
he's
It's
got what he's got right now, and it's solid, and they're building, and they're doing great, and I wish nothing but the best for him. You know, where we were
yeah.
each two parts of a writing half of a band called Envirulent, and he is Potato Slam, and I am Gorpulent.
He is
I think
huge peepee, and you guys are Gorepot 2.0. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know.
I'm
We're
always
Virulent
really
too.
hot on
That's
that Violent Impregnation album he did. That's
God,
like
dude.
that and
Slaves.
Indomitable are my favorites.
And then,
Slaves is
and
such a
then
good
nobody,
album.
the underrated band for me in his discography is definitely like, what's that band that he was in? It was the same time as Disorder.
Infantectomy.
No, not Infantectomy. No, he had that one band, Buried in Pieces. Buried in Pieces. That like,
Oh
yeah.
no, he was in that other one. Homophobic
Fecal
fecophiliac, I think.
which I knew those guys. Like I was literally like I wasn't homies with them necessarily, but like they knew who I was. I knew who they were because I started
He
producing music around
he
the
was
same
bad
time.
with every band that he was in because he'd like join and then like the band would like fall apart because of like not reasons
Whatever.
related to him. And it happened so many times that when that time I think approached in Virulent, he was just like, Derek, please. I
Yeah.
need you to step down, buddy. And I was like, okay, I love
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I
I'll
I
do
think
it.
he felt
I'll do it for
pressured
you.
by other members that were newer. It was kind of
Yeah.
it just, you know,
whatever happened
people,
happened.
dynamics change can happen.
Well, whatever happened. I'm not trying to be salty or mean about it or anything. I'm happy for him. The only one who really got kind of fucked here is Shob. Because I was like, all right, I'm gonna just fuck off, and then I wrote some slam riffs, and I think I showed you, Drake, right? And you were just like, please, when do I get my Derek Ryan album? And I was like, okay.
For like 4 years, I feel like.
I was like, okay, buddy, I promise I'll write you a full album. And then Shob's like,
even though he kind of like, even though Shob kind of like disappeared after that, the video that he posted was fantastic.
Yeah.
oh my god.
I watched that video. Like, reading everything like a story,
we'll get into all of that, of course. I just I actually, we should probably, like, you guys have been on the show before, but in case, like, this is a new project, so I figured that I would say that, you know, today we're here with Gorpulent, which is Derek, Joe, and my buddy Drake. By the way, this is my first video interaction with Drake. What's up, man? Fucking, like...
Yeah, I know. We've known each other for a while now.
Yeah, for sure. I've been homies with Derek and Tristan since, like I've known Tristan since, like, 2017, because, like, I was in Disorder with him. I'm literally wearing... I just realized I'm wearing a fucking Disorder shirt, like, right now, actually.
Dude,
like,
hell yeah.
Like, this is...
I wish I owned one.
I remember I seen... Whoa, nice.
Yeah.
Dude, Tristan's logo was sick, and then also his artwork. Just everything about that guy is just fucking gold. I miss him.
Yeah.
Asshole. I mean, fuck you.
I remember seeing Tony Slam before, like, I met him. I don't know, it was a number of years ago. It had to have been like 5, 6 plus, but it was
fuck.
Tony Slam for Prez, and like some like shit groups were just railing on Tony, but it seemed like it was all in good fun. And it was like this big meme where he's standing with the suit, and I was like, man, this guy's a character. This guy's dope. So then, I had to have you start studying you.
I met Tony through Tristan. I think it was a video, and I'm like, yo, who's this guy that, like, you're acting so stupid with? But then I think I started talking to Tony. He showed me all of the music he was making, and I was like, holy shit. I have nothing but respect for this individual. They're actually incredible at, like, not only, like, the rap production, but, like, the slam stuff, the vocal stuff. Like, there's a lot more to this guy than just trolling and talking shit that, I actually really fucking respect. It's so
thanks,
good.
dude. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
That was like a weird Easter egg where it's like, yeah.
Welcome back to the Gorpulent podcast,
like,
where we're going to here to interview Tony Slam.
What were you saying,
we're
Drake?
just gonna reverse Uno.
What were you saying, Drake? I'm sorry.
I don't even remember.
You were saying something about, like, an Easter egg or something like that with, like, I don't know, maybe discovering my music or something?
I don't know. I mean, I hit this vape pen like every 2 minutes.
What the fuck
so I don't
you mean?
know. I don't remember anything.
Well, you know, it's kind of a thing. It's a thing of, like, I don't want to get into my fucking life story, but, like, I was literally doing slam as, like, my first ever projects, and then, like, when I left high school, I decided to do the rap shit, basically.
No, I remember when I seen it, it was like it was comedic because it was you and I kind of know you, but I was like going into it like, oh yeah, he's gonna troll us again. It's gonna be dope, and like it is, I guess, in its own way. But like I'm like, well, it's actually like, fuck, it's kind of good too, though. Like, this is dope.
Well, so the rap shit's actually supposed to be serious. Like, that's like the stuff that I take, like, really seriously, and then
it is. That's what I'm saying. I just went into it being like, Tony Slam's rap. Oh, what are we gonna get? I'm like, okay,
yeah,
it's kind of fucks.
Thanks, dude.
I did guitar on a track, right?
Yeah,
for Grey Havoc, I think.
Well, so I was Tony Slam first, and then I switched my rap name to Grey Havoc, and then I was like, nah, Tony Slam works. Like, fucking, that's what everybody knows me by, and I didn't want to have to, like, rebrand.
I just remember you sent it to me just for me to check it out, and then I was like, here, I'm gonna put guitar on this, and you're like, fuck it, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we need to do more of that, dude. Fucking, like, for sure.
I am
Tony. I'll have to send you the raps Me and
Oh,
Show have been doing as like
he'd love that shit.
Oh hell yeah.
I
Well,
yeah.
I
A
don't.
couple of the songs are dope, but I kept trying to. I was like, wait, maybe I can do this too. And then once I tried, I was like, they're not the same. So I just have like these two songs where I went into it being like half serious, and then Shope sent me it back all decked out and like doing all of his wizard shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? I sound just like everyone else. This is crazy. That took like 30 minutes. So
I'll definitely have to check it out, man. Fucking, if you want to fucking do shit together, man, like, I make beats and stuff like that too, so.
That face when I literally hate Shobe's production.
for sure.
His
I
production.
love his unhinged production.
It's
Oh my
very
God.
interesting.
When he dropped Clank God, I was like, wow. He's my friend and I love him, and I was just like, I don't like this at all, man. He got so sad.
You guys would actually know the answer to this most likely. So you guys obviously know.
Probably I will.
I'm sure you guys are familiar with Eva's like band Orbital Gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Orbital Gate. I talk to her all the time.
Okay. So the one video, I think it's called Sludge God or some shit like that, but she has Sludgegate. Is Brandon on that fucking music video? Like, is he in the feature? Who the fuck? Because somebody is wearing an.
That is a literal rapper from like that area, who fucking liked. I guess they probably got that at the Chicago Death Domination Fest, which was our debut, which is where we played.
I literally thought it was Brandon.
or they could have ordered it online if they want, but no, it's not. It inspired me. I heard that, and then we started like adding like rap stuff for like all the Invirulent stuff that we were trying to do, because I was like, oh wow, this works like really well. Like Peeling Flesh does like the whole sample game and stuff like that, but to actually like incorporate like Limp Bizkit style whatever like rap stuff, and we're just like, yeah, fuck you, let's do this.
Let's do it.
That shit never even came out. We still have to release that, the final Invirulent release. There's a lot of like Tristan called it Limp Bizkit vocals.
Oh yeah, I definitely see Limp Bizkit influences in. I saw it in Virulent for a long time, for sure.
I mean,
dude, Wes Borland's a pretty sick guitarist.
Rest in peace, Sam. Honestly,
yeah, I was gonna say rest in peace, Sam.
Dude, that was such a fucking loss, dude. I saw that and was like, fuck, man. Like, he was so young too.
What happened with that? Who?
The bassist of Limp Bizkit passed away.
Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna let the bassist talk. Take it, Joe. No, the original bass player.
Oh, okay.
Sam.
Yeah, he was one of the founding members, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the first guy that Fred went to form Limp Bizkit, and dude. I mean, I've listened to Limp Bizkit since $3 Bill, y'all. So
$3 Bill, y'all.
I think I dropped off.
His style is freaking hilarious to watch. Like what he looks like now. He's like still doing it, but he just looks like your one of your friend's dads that never grew up. Like they just never figured it out. But it's pretty sweet.
Anyways,
the way he does it.
So Fred Durst now works with like Team Sesh which is like Bones, Cat Soup, and like yeah.
Really?
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, like they have I believe a collab together. There's a few music videos that Bones did where he's at Fred Durst's house. He's on his fucking Rolls Royce, and he fucking if you want to look it up, it's a music video called Biodegradable by Bones, and he's literally at Fred Durst's house, and then at the end of the music video, he's like pissing on his Rolls Royce on the hood of it, and then Fred Durst comes out of the house and is like, "Hey, what are you doing to my Rolls Royce? You're pissing on the ghost."
Hey, what are you doing?
So those two are big chillin' then.
Yeah, they're big chillin'.
I wanted to ask this just because we were all talking about rap and everything, and Joe's been very quiet. Joe, do you like any rap or anything, or like, do you have any specific rap artists that you really like or anything?
Not specifically. It's not really a part of
Joe.
music that I kind of fall into, but
if you want some
Joe
UK,
does like a vast array of stuff, though, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, for sure. We're all emo kids, and that's like kind of the whole former emo
Yep.
scene kids. That's if
Yep.
you've seen our song titles, they're a nod to that.
They're a nod. Like my rap song titles are a nod to some of the emo stuff and like
Hell yeah.
SoundCloud rap and shit like that. Joe, if you want some UK rappers to listen to that are not garbage, Scarlord. If you like metal and rap hybrid, another one
I've
would
heard of that
be
one.
yeah, Scarlord's sick. I'm trying to think of some other ones, but it's blanking on me. That's
Yeah,
that's
there's
the
a couple
main
of,
one.
there's a couple of like main kind of metal bands which kind of incorporate some of the rap into the stuff which are quite like activist. If you know
Yep.
those guys,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
there's Hacktivist and there's a DVSR from Australia as well.
I know you
DVSR
said you
really,
like new metal a lot too, and there's like a lot of
Yeah.
like kind of the rap element in new metal. So
yeah. So I grew up on in the late '90s, early 2000s on a lot of new metal.
You know,
So
like
kind of
deep cut new metal too, though.
yeah, he
Like,
on
you
his
know about the
playlist, I was like,
underground.
holy shit, bro! But helmet.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was like that. I was like, damn, that's fucking dope.
yeah.
Um,
So
But
a lot of I still keep on finding bands these days, and I'm like, is this a new band or an old band? I found
okay.
a band recently called Pile of Heads. And I've never ever heard of them. And they had one album in the early 2000s, and I listened to it. I was like, this is fucking sick. And it's really, really good new metal. I was like, why was this
dude,
not bigger? But there's like dozens and dozens, well, probably hundreds of albums like that. Bands
oh,
who one-off bands probably appeared
Yeah,
on
and
our
then there
stuff
had
back
to
in the
be.
day.
It just didn't even think about it, I guess, like the underground of new metal, because it just almost came into fruition as this massive popular thing. So it was suddenly
dude,
mainstream, like
Corn
overnight. You know what I mean?
changed. Corn changed the fucking world, dude. It was
For real.
insane. I mean, I don't know about we all, but I wanted a fucking 7 string. I remember when Life is Peachy came out, and I was like a little kid, and I was just like, all day on.
No.
Yeah, Derek, this is
I
one you'll like actually.
So
One that you'll like was the first time I ever heard Deftones, who were probably my favorite band ever. It was actually because of a Dragon Ball Z video that I found. So there used to be a website which I cannot remember the name of it at all, but it was all Dragon Ball Z fight scenes which had been synced up to new metal tracks.
Oh, dude, those AMVs, hell yeah.
So there was like Drowning Pool, there was Deftones
yup.
with Corn, there was
Let the
loads of
party
Dude,
set the flow.
Dude, the Linkin Park, fucking Gohan Super Saiyan 2, like
There's
Yeah,
one I
actually,
seen,
I'm about to break.
the original Brawley movie. There was like a Linkin Park one to it or something where I was, yeah, I went really
Oh,
hard.
dude, there
Those fifth grade
was,
dad rock riffs, just I was like, whoa, that's hitting.
Whoa.
But only with
dude,
the AMV, not really by itself.
dude, I was so young listening to new metal because, I mean, let's just say, if I remember when Life is Peachy came out, like, dude, I was born in 88. I think that was like 93, 95, something like that. Like, I was young as shit listening to that shit. I should not have been listening. I bought Follow the Leader, and like track 1 through 12 was just dead silence. I'm just like, what's wrong with my CD? What's wrong? I was like checking all the speakers, freaking out, and on track 13, the album started. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. I
That's weird. I didn't know they did that like gimmick
yeah,
for that one.
wasn't the album before it? Did not have 13 silent tracks at the end of the album.
It might have. I don't remember.
Yes, I think that was the point that the two albums were meant to have this huge silence at the end of one and at the beginning of the other, which was the reason for it.
Not
I
to
don't know.
leave new metal, but
That-
my
that
favorite
would make sense.
band, Into the Moat, they had this one breakdown at the end of like their EP album, and the start of their their like first full length has that same breakdown coming in, so it like fades out on the EP and then on the full length like fades in, but then like changes to something super fucking dope. Like I miss Into the Moat. If you've
Yeah, they
never
were
listened
good.
to them, they are so fucking sick. It's like jazz mathcore, but with like heavy as fuck.
It's
Like
it's old.
not
Then
as
it's
heavy as
good.
like Ion Dissonance, but like really fucking
Yeah.
heavy.
Heavy for me is more of
Well,
like
when
uh I don't know, it's just like the grittiness of slam, you know, like that real fucking grittiness. Like that's what
This is
usually
it's
comes
a
down to the guitar tone for me,
I
and
hate to say this, but it's like a
vocals.
privilege of your age. Like by the time you were getting into heavy music, it's like, bro, it was fucking done already. Like yeah, like
yeah.
by the time you were listening to heavy shit, like yeah, the heaviest shit on the face of the fucking planet was out, while we were listening to like Korn, like oh, or Slipknot, like this is heavy. It's like we didn't
Yeah.
have the fucking Acacia Strain yet. We didn't have Slam yet.
There's like a fucking disconnect between like my generation and the ones before it. Like my fucking generation is just like nose up. Like I'm not gonna listen to that shit. Like I don't fucking know. I've always been really open to checking out different genres and shit like that. So it's definitely I see the disconnect in my generation with like some of the music that's put out and like what people are into. But like I definitely have like
I
respect.
know what you're
for,
saying.
Like
No, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely
So-
myself have respect for like the sort of like stuff Korn and like even Judas Priest was putting out. Like I didn't at first because I was a fucking kid, you know, I was into like Asking Alexandria and fucking Icy Stars and shit like that. So I was fucking just I don't like Metallica.
We all start somewhere. Like I started with my dad listening to like Metallica, Black Sabbath, Queensryche, and then he slowly showed me what was it? I think Anthrax, Megadeth, and some other like of different bands. And then from there, I had like an older friend, so I started listening to like Corn and like all that like Limp Bizkit, all that shit. And then when he got into like really underground obscure bands like The Locust, Airborne Radar, the Flying Guillotines, like weird fucking grindcore, like weird like shit I should not have even known about at like age 12 or whatever. And then I found like Static X, Slipknot, System of a Down, and from there it was just like I found hardcore and metalcore, and I've just kind of never looked back. Like I'm a fucking hardcore kid through and through. Yeah, I write slams, yeah, I play slams, but I just hope to God someone punches someone in the face to it. Like I just want someone to punch someone
Derek,
to a heavy riff of mine.
You and me are definitely more connected to like hardcore for sure. Like you and I both love like that real nitty gritty hardcore. That's like, you know,
Converge is one of my favorite bands of all time. The Acacia Strain just dropped album of the fucking year. Like it, I love crowd killing. I got punched in the head at a hood show like last month by a 20-year-old, and I was just like, yeah, maybe I'm just not cut out for this shit anymore. And I went and stood in the back.
dude.
I was like, that fucking actually hurt.
I don't want to talk about anybody in my personal life, but low key, my you know my girlfriend obviously, and fucking
yeah.
we went to a show in Riverside like June, and it was
The Inland Empire throws fucking hard.
they
dude.
throw fucking hard, dude, and fucking we were playing with Kill Spree and a couple of other bands and shit like that. And
Oh
what
shit! Was that the? Oh no, that was earlier. That was the show that Invirulent was supposed to play that you were on, right? With Desoectomy and shit.
No, that I'm not referring to that show. This was like a little local show, like in at a place in Riverside called Fret's Music, and we were playing with Kill Spree, I think Paroxysm as well, and then Dark Matter, I believe, is what the lineup was. But anyways, she came with me to the fucking show. Like she watched us go on, and literally like towards the end of our set, like one of the guys from one of the other bands just fucking clocked her in the fucking lip, man. Like just fucking really fucking did a number on her lip. Like her fucking whole mouth was bleeding, and I had to like guide her to the fucking goddamn bathroom so she could go wash herself and clean up. And I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ, out of all things that could have happened tonight, like, you know,
Dude,
like,
it's difficult in those situations. It's like if it's a hardcore show, stand in the back. If it's your boyfriend's band, stand on the side of the stage. Like,
yeah,
trying to be in the very front, crowd killers have evolved. I remember when it was just like side to side. I've had people stand on the stage and just punch me in the fucking face, like they're the band, and I'm just
That-
like, holy fuck, dude, you guys are on a new fucking level. I love this shit.
They are fucking violent, man. They are fucking
I
violent.
saw Peeling Flesh in Yuma. I got hit so fucking much that the second time I went, I stood on side stage and was like, I'm so fucking glad that's not me.
Dude,
right now.
I went to Peeling Flesh back in February of this year, and it was with Snuffed on Sight and fucking it was with Ingested or whatever. It was that tour.
That's a violent fucking show.
Yeah, me and the buddies that I went with, we just went for Peeling Flesh and Extermination Dismemberment, and
Oh, sick.
fucking amazing band, by the way. Extermination Dismemberment. Jesus fuck, the pit was fucking ridiculous for that one because LA crowds get fucking rowdy, dude. And so you add the LA crowds with fucking Extermination Dismemberment, it was just off the fucking walls, like it was packed in like sardines and shit like that.
I'm from Southern California. I haven't been there in a while, but my scene was fucking brutal. So
Do they crowd kill in the UK where you're at, Joe?
Yeah, quite badly actually. Speaking of like bands like Ingested and stuff in Manchester, everybody calls it Slam
Joe?
Fest these
Oh
days,
shit!
so-
Did you ever see Fit for an Autopsy? They're a UK band, right? Did you ever see them like in the deathcore era?
Yeah,
Joe-
I've played with them loads of times.
Oh,
know
dude,
those
I'm
guys.
so.
Sick.
You know
So
them?
you-
Oh my god, dude.
That's sick.
So
Oh,
you
that's like
know Putney then, obviously.
Say again.
You know.
oh no
Will
no
Putney then.
that's a different band.
Oh,
Joe,
I'm thinking of it.
I wanted to ask you.
Oh,
you're
Fit
from the
for
UK, so
your-
you probably know
Fit for Autopsy, Sludge City,
357
and shit, right?
Homicide and fucking.
She bled from every fucking hole.
No, that's Annotations
No,
of
I
an
know.
Autopsy.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, god damn it. Yeah, I meant
Too many autopsies, only autopsies.
Annotations of an Autopsy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant, but he
We're
definitely
all
knows
mixing
them.
shit up. Sweet, it wasn't just me then.
Oh,
I was thinking
no,
of Fit for an Autopsy.
I'm the big dumber. The big dummy.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Annotations.
Yeah, I know the.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you. It's you.
It's always me. Kidding me? It's always been me. It's just the picture of like the astronaut. It always has
Joe.
been Derek.
I wanted to ask you. So you're from the UK. Which part are you from, bro?
I'm from Liverpool, up in the northwest,
Oh.
so it's not far from Manchester, which a lot more people know. There's a bunch of bands from Liverpool, like Carcass.
Okay.
and stuff that,
I wanted-
that some other people know.
You're probably homies with Daniel from Visions of Disfigurement, then, or maybe you know
Yeah,
him.
Dan Bramley.
Yeah.
yeah.
That guy's a fucking.
that's-
That guy's a comic, dude. He's hilarious. I love
He's-
that dude.
He's a funny guy. Yeah. I've known him. I've known him for a very long time. I took those guys out on tour years ago with Splattered and Operation Cunt Destroyer
Yeah.
when they were all really young. I think the guys in Operation Cunt Destroyer were like 17.
I don't know.
The guys in Visions were maybe still in their teens as well.
Yeah. I don't know how far Liverpool is from like the guys that I know, but I've always been fans of Stu and Rick from Engorgement as well. Those guys are.
Oh yeah, so yeah, those guys are probably about 100 miles south.
Oh shit!
But yeah,
Oh shit!
That's not that
so-
far, I guess. 100 miles isn't too bad. It's
No,
60
but
miles to the nearest town
when-
where I live.
When you put it into perspective of like like UK is relatively a small island, like that's a
Yeah.
fucking distance for sure.
Oh,
I think
my,
Yeah.
I think the
My bad.
distance
Oh.
from so the UK, I think from the two furthest points is about 380 miles.
Okay.
oh shit. So
Um,
Texas is bigger than the UK.
Yeah.
I think the UK fits in Texas 7 times.
Yeah.
Why is America just so fucking big, dude? Like it's ridiculous. Like
So much open space, but yeah,
I
the
think-
UK's not that big, really.
I think I saw a thing that said you could fit 3 Californias inside Texas or something like that, or maybe vice versa. But either fucking way, that's ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to search this. How many?
I'm gonna have to Google this right now. Chat GPT. How many?
Chat. Hey Siri. Oh fuck! I just accidentally activated my iPhone. Jesus Christ.
God can't help you now. Siri knows all.
Siri knows all. She's listening to us. She's like, oh fuck! I'm literally activated. That's so funny. That is hilarious.
Anyways, not
So-
to. I have completely derailed everything.
No,
by
no,
the way.
no,
I'm
no,
so
dude,
sorry,
this is-
Tony. This interview has
What's that,
just
Drake?
gone like.
I was just making fun of him.
fucking Derek just likes
This
to
is the
go
way.
on autistic rants about shit.
It's my fault, bro. I'm so sorry. What's
No,
your favorite
it's-
Pokemon?
Yeah,
Everyone,
he's always
everyone on the
like
count of three. What's your favorite Pokemon? 1, 2, 3. Growlithe.
Meganium. Meganium.
Darkrai.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I-
He
I
put
was
in
just going-
chat.
I was just going, I was just putting.
All right, I'll read this.
Texas in the UK and
Yeah.
All right. The United Kingdom is about 2.8 times smaller than Texas, covering approximately 678,052 square kilometers. Texas has the population of around 25.1 million people, with a total area of just over 93,600 square miles. The UK is about 20 larger in land area than the average U.S. state and is about the same size as Oregon. Texas is so large that it could fit nearly 3 United Kingdoms within its borders, as well as roughly 2 Italys, Germanys, and then 10 European countries by dividing the land area of Texas by the land area of England. You can fit England
How do you
in Texas
guys-
approximately 5.34 times. The U.S. is about 3.719, and the answer is about 40. I don't know what any of that means, but okay.
I feel like
Fuck
you
is a
just,
kilometer? No, I was joking.
you got to just keep running into the same people after a certain point when like your country's that tiny. That's what my dumb U.S. logic thinks. I'm like, there's so many people in this little spot. Like,
Yeah.
they all know each other.
You see the same guys in every scene. You see the same people in every. That's why I'm in 100 bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I've played with so many people. So if you name most death metal or slam bands, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know those guys. Yeah, I was in a band with those guys. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
those guys. So
I definitely I can say for sure that like, being in like the area that I'm in, like it's the same 5 autistic retards who make hardcore disguised as slam music and like doing 5 million bands together because hey guys, my buddy Glenn, who's the drummer for Infinectomy, he has a slam side project with his homie called Baracco Slamma.
I wanted so bad for the band name actually just to be
No.
You're like, he's got this band called
Ectomy. Oh, Ectomy.
there's one. Speaking out kind of more hardcore bands. I don't know how hardcore, but a band called Loathe, if you're aware of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're local to where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
Oh
they're-
shit.
They're from Liverpool. They're not from the south.
They're like-
Either.
They're like Deftones and like shoegaze, but also like some heavy fucking like hardcore shit. Like they're really good.
Yeah.
What's his name? George Lever, I think, is the producer, and he's done some amazing mixes with that band.
I wanted to.
Loathe are like a local band that I've seen kind of go from playing tiny venues to playing huge venues.
Yeah.
all
Did
the
you
guys
see the
used to-
phenomenon of Sleep Token over there?
I played
didn't
with
they
a bunch.
Yeah, weren't they like they were like super small and then just like fucking exploded.
There's
It's
this-
insane how big they are now.
16, I played a couple of festivals with them now.
Oh, was that the UK Tech Fest or Tech Death Fest or whatever that they were on? I guess.
So, yeah, they were secret headliners at UK Tech Fest in 20.
Yeah, my friends in Animus played that. I think.
Oh, the guys from California.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
the
his
guitarist of
name.
Animus, Miles, went on to fucking play for Rings of Saturn and then Ice Nine Kills. Now, I don't really
Shit.
know Miles. I'm not even trying to say I know him or anything. I
The
knew the
dude from
vocalist of
the
Animus.
Ulta album, I believe he
Yeah.
wrote.
yeah, Miles
that,
wrote.
that album's
yeah.
sick. I got to see them during that cycle, so I saw him live.
Also,
'cause, of
Aaron
course, Lucas
Staconnor
Fan wasn't there.
was. Also, Aaron Staconnor was the drummer of Animus for a while, I think, as well.
Yeah, I saw Sleep Token kind of blow up. So playing kind of 200 capacity venues. Earlier this year, I think it was, they played the biggest arena in the country in Manchester, the Cooperative Arena,
God
which is
Oh.
10,000 people.
Probably.
Shit.
Yeah,
My
that was. It's not my bag, but I've seen them a couple of
Yeah.
times. I've played with them a couple of times.
I am gonna be
but
100% honest with you guys. I'm not a fan of Sleep Token. They're not my.
It's not my.
I'm gonna be honest. Play it right now, Tony. Fuck him up.
I'm innocent,
No,
You're innocent.
no,
and I want to stay that way. My ears
no.
don't need that.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Sleep Token either, but game recognized game, that shit's incredible. It's excellent songwriting, excellent marketing. They've done an incredible job at just like every aspect of their brand and creating art. Like, if anything, we're all just mad that we didn't think about being, abbed British.
It's just definitely a thing for me of like, yeah, like I'm not gonna sit there and shit on it every 5 minutes. Of course, the memes about it, I've laughed at a few of them of like, Sleep Token is so dog water, and it's like, well, they're still popular, whether you hate them or you love them, like they're still popular.
If I were to be completely honest, my problem with Sleep Token is the lyrics make me so fucking sad that I just can't listen to it. That's it. I'm just like, I've been through a lot of trauma in my life, and I'm a little fucking emo kid, and I can handle Adam of Taking Back Sunday being like, with my one last gasping breath, I apologize for bleeding on your shirt. I'm like, okay, that's like teen drama, but fucking this guy's singing about like actual heartbreak. Like, what do you say? I'm made loving you. It was brutal as fuck when I heard that. I was like, oh my god, that line hit my heart and my soul. I had to turn the fucking song off. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't want to be sad. I'm gonna go watch slice of life anime and listen to K-pop. Like, we're done here.
I just know for me personally, it's like a thing of like, yeah, like it's not any more worse than like any other band that's out right now. It's just kind of like, I'm kind of like milquetoast about it, I guess. Like I don't hate them or I don't like them or dislike them. They're just like whatever.
Yeah.
Like if someone puts them on for me, like I mean, I'm not gonna like, oh my god, shut that shit off. I'm not gonna be like that. But of course, it's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like listen to them just because.
So
not my cup of tea.
I do have one question for Joe, and then I wanted to say one thing for like all of us or whatever. Joe, one of my favorite bands from the UK is Architects. Did you ever like play with them or
Love
anything
them.
like that? Because they have gotten so big. I am so proud of that band. I love that band more than like. I thought Album of the Year was going to be the new Architects, but then the Acacia Strain came out and punched me in the face. So
I've never played with Architect, or I have seen them a bunch of times over the years. I think the first time I saw them was like 2006, 2007.
that's like when I got into them. Like they sounded like Dillinger Escape Plan. Like they were fucking rad.
So they were. So do you guys know Sixth at all?
Yep.
I know of it.
TH. Yeah.
SIKTH. Yeah, they had.
Oh, okay.
I always just
like
pronounce it
UK
I6.
Yeah, there's so Sixth. They had an album. The first album was The Trees Are Dead or Dried Out. Wait for Something Wild. So they did. So they were a huge kind of like one of the early kind of Genty tech kind of modern metal bands inspired dozens and dozens of other bands. But when they initially broke up in like 2006, 2007, maybe they took loads of UK bands on tour with them to kind of say like, this is the next generation of bands that you guys should be into. And Architect were the opening band on that.
Oh shit!
So they played a venue in Manchester, which is like a university basement. I think there was, I think it's like 400 capacity venue or something, 500 capacity venue. And admittedly, I don't really remember them specifically. I was just there to see Six.
Yeah.
But I remember that every band that I saw that day was just like, oh my god, if this is the future, then UK modern metal got a lot going on. Got a lot going for it. And Architects were one of those bands.
To add to your point, Joe, like I was always
they
into.
are really good.
I was always into. Yeah, they are really good. I love Architects. Fucking great band. I always liked. I know everybody listening is gonna give me shit, but I loved old Asking Alexandria. Fucking Stand Up and Scream.
I love it too. I
amazing.
love Reckless and Relentless.
Yep.
I love Up Through From Death to Destiny, but I really, really like Reckless and Relentless, and then Stand Up and Scream a little bit behind that.
So this is always like a difficult, like it's not difficult, but it's like stupid. I was a big emo kid, big scene kid, and then like in 2006 found brutal death metal, and then was like everything else is gay. like, I'm
Yeah.
actually gay. I can say that. I've sucked enough cock to warrant that. So don't try to cancel me.
Canceled. Canceled. You're
My
done.
boyfriend's sleeping in my bed behind me, actually. Um, but yeah, I became like a stupid elitist from like '06 to like 2012, 2013,
What the
where it was
fuck?
just only fucking brutal death metal, only obscure black metal, only like obscure prog bands. Like, so there's a whole like world of like scene music and stuff that like people talk to me about, or like, oh, did you like Alisana? Oh, did you like Asking Alexandria? Oh, did you like this? And I'm just like, it just sounds like Seosin in 2003. And they're just like,
Seosin in 2003, dude.
I'm like, the translating
Is
the
that
name EP,
is that the title?
everyone,
No.
Is that the title? Is that the title of the next Gorpulent track? They was in 2003.
oh my god, it can be.
It can be
That would be good.
it can be invirulent in no, it can be necrambulent in 2019.
No. Someone already gave me one for Thrice. So there's a song called the Beltsville Crucible, and I'm gonna call it the Slamville Crucible.
Oh my fucking god. I have
Let's
a
go.
It's gonna-
I have a rap album called Slam Ghost Detective.
Hell yeah.
Where,
Speaking of everything, I just wanted to say hi, by the way, for anyone who has no idea.
Theo,
I'm
what the
Derek. I
fuck?
play guitar and write the music in Gorpulent. Drake, introduce yourself.
I do all the voice stuff. I'm the vocal guy.
You're the vocal guy.
Is that what vocalists do?
I write
Voice
I
stuff?
write the lyrics. I'm the voiceovers and the writer of lyrics, the plot line.
There once
And,
was a
and
band.
Joe, the bass player. I'm the low end bender. Yeah, I follow Derek's lead. He tells me what to do, and I do it.
I try so hard not to like control Joe because one, he's a veteran, a legend. It's like I feel honored to even be working in a project with this man.
Me too.
Like
yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Joe, I have no
I
idea
did
who
check
you
out
I
the
love
are,
new
you so
Cold
much.
and I'm honored to
EP.
be here.
Dude, please, everyone go listen to. You probably already do if you're listening to this. You're here just for Joe, honestly. Go listen to Crepitation and Colboclesis. Everyone who listens to Gorpulent is just going to be like, so this is Joe's new band? I don't exist. Drake doesn't exist. The drummer definitely doesn't exist. Just everyone's going to be like, so Joe's new band, right?
Joe's new band. I didn't realize you were in Coprolesis or Copro
Colboclesis.
is how I say it,
Colboclesis.
but
Yeah, I didn't realize that was your project. That's fucking sick, dude.
The
Joe,
The
do you want to
new
give a
EP
rundown
is good,
of all the bands that you're
Yeah,
in real quick
like-
for Tony?
that's
don't
actually
know
one
all
of the
the bands I've been
questions actually that I need to touch on you for Sean, because otherwise, he'll spank my booty if I don't ask you. Is I guess I'll start off the initial questions with like your
Yeah, an
background.
hour later, my bad. It's
No,
just
yeah.
my fault.
No,
Be
it's
like,
okay.
Sean,
You.
Derek fucked everything up.
Fuck that. No, it's okay.
If Tristan was here, he would have been like doing this the whole time I was talking.
Yeah. I mean, we'll let Joe start it off because he probably, I would imagine, has the most in-depth like background when it comes to music. Joe, do you want to give us a little backstory on how you got like into music and stuff like that, and how you started like listening to metal growing up and stuff?
Yeah, I was just checking Metal Archives just to see how many bands I've been in. There is 28.
That's the real
Jesus.
that's the real way of all of us knowing that we're veterans into this fucking scene, is when we have to go on
28.
Metal Archives to like check how many projects we've been in, not including the ones that they didn't already mention.
Yeah.
That's a couple of people. I was at a gig in a gig in Manchester a while ago, chatting to Sean Hines from Ingested.
Okay.
And he said to me, "Joe, how many bands are you in?" And I was like, "I don't know."
I don't know.
The short answer, it was like, if you give me 5 minutes, I'll go on Metal Archives and I'll have a look. Right now I'm only in 2 active live bands. Everything else is kind of like internet projects and stuff. And then
We want to be live.
Well, we will be. We are booking soon.
Yeah.
But it was only during the kind of the pandemic where I bought an interface and started being able to do online projects. So since then, it just kind of blew up and got a little bit out of hand. But kind of go back to your question, got into music when I was probably single digits. My brother bought me he bought me Smash by the Offspring
You're in
for
fucking
a birthday.
Crepitation?
I love
the
that album, dude.
fuck?
Yes, he's in Crepitation. He is Crepitation.
What the fuck?
I'm the
Yeah.
longest.
I
The
know,
longest.
right?
That's fucking
Now
crazy.
you know who you're
Remember
talking
now.
to.
Yeah, yeah. Do you not know who the fuck you're talking to, Tony? Do you understand how happy I am that this dude wants to play my riffs?
Yeah, when I was already like, holy shit, I'm getting a Derek Ryan project. I thought this was a pipe dream that would never happen. Just a fantasy. Then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have Joe Mortimer do bass too. Just like, whoa. Like, I've got Copac Lisa's, like the deluxe edition of Elegant Degradation. I've got the freaking wall flag. I've got all of your stuff on Bandcamp. Bought
Dude,
before.
What do you
And
call
I
it?
even
Metal
mean
it
Archives?
was you.
This is what.
and-
This is the picture they have. Like, what the fuck? What in the PNG image did they fucking use? Like, how did they even acquire that? Is like hilarious. I don't know.
So the reality of the situation is, I worked with Tristan, who's such a fucking amazing bass player. It's like, how the fuck do I go up from that? And it's like, I had to go to the goat himself. Like, who the fuck else?
It's like you get him or Nikhil Talwalkar.
Joe, I just want to let you know that like I've literally been listening to Crepitation since like 2014, something like that. I want to say like literally without Crepitation, I would have not ever started Infinectomy.
Wow, thank you very much.
Yeah, I am so sorry that I didn't know any of this going in. Like I fucking because Crepitation is literally one of my all-time favorite bands. Like
That's
not-
a legendary status one
You
at
know.
this point. Like everyone knows that.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Once again, we are Joe's side project.
Oh, no. You're a side hustle. I'm proud to be part of it. Very happy to be part of it.
I'm honored that you wanted to actually join and not just be like a session guy. You're like, no, let's do it. Like, you're like, I'm cutting down doing all my other bands. Like, I just want to do like this, and I was like, wait, we're a part of that? Oh my god, thank you.
So what got you guys? I guess I'll just ask all three of you because it'd probably be easier because I'm still new to the Anatomy Crosscast, so I apologize. This is
Yeah, no worries, man.
This is actually genuinely my first session without Sean, so I'm like, what the fuck do I do? But
I've let you run
you've been
wild
fine.
for like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
and I've just
dude.
been loving it.
We
opened up the podcast with just talking about Tristan. He's
I
just
know.
gonna watch us and be like, I fucking hate Derek. He's the ex-girlfriend I never wanted.
15 minutes later, I'm like, Fred Durst's dad book. They're just like, what about the band?
And then
Yeah,
of course
what is this Gorpulent? It's like, yes, this is actually
this
who we
is
are,
actually
people.
Gorpulent. No, because like and then you guys let like Drake run wild with like, so Tony, what was the inspiration for all your stuff? And I'm just like, I don't fucking know, bro. I was just a fucking kid like making
It became the
shitty-ass slam music.
the Gorpulent
Yeah, there was a
Crosscast
Tony
in-
interrogation. Derek every 5 minutes. So I have a question. I'm like, what is this? He's a host? Like, what is going on here?
Welcome back to the Gorpulent Crosscast, and we are here with our great guest, Tony Slam.
That's a good radio voice. Like, it's soothing.
It's very soothing. I
All right,
definitely
everyone, welcome back to the Gorpulent Podcast. We're here with our friend Tony Slam.
a good friend.
Jersey.
Hey, yo, whatever Bruce Springsteen likes, that's what he's the boss. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of
definitely
want to see that documentary film. Like, I honestly do. Like, I kind of hate myself for it.
No, I mean, like, I'm very like honored to like have you guys on. Like, all you guys are fucking like homies for sure. Like, whether we've known each other for fucking 20 minutes or fucking 20 years. I've known Derek for at least like almost like 10. Like, it's
Yeah, since about probably 2017, 2016. You're still one of the only people who has a band shirt from my band
Which one?
My first band with Tristan. Oh, not my first, but my second band with Tristan.
Which band?
First band was Avarice. Curse the Sun.
Oh yeah.
You actually
Fucking-
drove down from Vegas to like see us live for our last performance.
Was that your last performance? I didn't realize that at
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Fucking
was
those
good-
were
it was a good show.
some dark times for me because like Vegas was fucking that was hard on me, dude. Like I was away from all of my family and friends and stuff like that, so that was a real fucking like not depression era, just more of a fucking era of like
It was
I got
it was
nothing
really
going for
cool
me.
to have you drive down to Kingman for that. Shout out Kingman. They're still
Arizona.
holding it down. Kingman, Arizona still throws down for shows all the time.
When did you live in Vegas?
What's that?
When was it that you lived in Vegas?
I lived in Vegas for literally 5 months in the year of 2022. That was like I'm good friends with Clayton from Condemned and
Yeah.
He features on song 3.
He does.
oh sick, hell yeah! So you guys are gonna have fucking Clayton on the E EP?
Dude, he
Oh
sounds
no, I'm gonna have a lot
good.
more than just Clayton, but no, Clayton killed it on track 3. I needed
Yeah.
someone who I knew also loved Toriyama-san and Dragon Ball and anime as much as I did, and I needed someone who was going to match Drake's energy with the lyrics. And he came on, and his first vocal is over 9,000. And I'm like, he fucking nailed it.
He did.
Dude, I saw I not to sidetrack, but you're talking about over 9,000, that fucking like old ass meme. You know what old ass meme I saw on TikTok the other day was the fucking "This Is Sparta" remix. Like the kids
Oh,
now are just now
God.
discovering that fucking meme, and I'm like, dude, I was in fucking like 6th grade when I watched that shit. Like you guys are just finding out about YouTube poop and fucking like Sparta remixes and shit. Like because like Derek, like I know that I'm a lot younger than you, but like you and I still relatively.
I don't
grew
even
up-
know. How old are you? I keep on forgetting. My boyfriend asked me today, he's like, how old is Tony? And I was like, I think he's like Tristan's age. He's like 9 or like 8 years younger than me, something like that.
I'm 26.
Maybe 10?
I'm 26.
He's like 10
6,
years old.
7?
Six,
He's like 6 to 7 years younger.
I know,
than-
and then everybody fucking thinks that like I'm fucking like a Gen Alpha or some shit, and I'm like, no, dude, like I'm fucking
Oh
like
my god, no! You are Gen Z.
I am fucking Gen Z, bro. Like I'm at
Yeah.
this point
What
like-
year were you born?
99.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're 11 years younger than me.
Yeah,
So,
so
I'm
it's like
37.
but
so-
still, dude, like you and I grew up around the same
I'm
time of
32.
YouTube and shit like that. So it's like we're not like that vastly different as far as like, internet culture and shit like that. So it's like when I see people fucking talking about like,
Oh, dude.
Gen Z doesn't understand
People-
the memes from fucking like back then, and it's like,
Oh man.
what the fuck
I've been
you
a part
talking
of
about?
internet culture since dial-up, so like, and
Yeah.
I refuse to leave.
Like
I'm
my-
learning every new meme. I'm learning how it all works, baby.
Me
I'm
and
here.
Tristan, like we're both Gen Z. Like Tristan's Gen Z, he's older Gen Z, and like me and him still grew up around the same time of like having an iPhone and also being young enough to, or old enough, I guess is the correct term, be old enough
Yeah.
to still have dial-up in the fucking house. Like I
Yeah.
had that too, not for
Here's
long.
an old sentence. I rented a VHS from Blockbuster Video.
That is an older sentence, my friend.
Here's an even older sentence. I downloaded MP3s off YouTube to mp3downloader.com.
Here's an older sentence. I used Morpheus, Kazaa, and LimeWire to download
LimeWire.
music back in the day.
I mean, I
Fucking-
think I'm the oldest.
I mean, legally, I did none of those things. I did none of those things. Actually,
hypothetically in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking of Minecraft, I played with I played in a festival in Bulgaria a few weeks ago, and there was a band playing that called Minecraft, but it was MEIN, like the German spelling of Minecraft. And then they're from the Czech Republic, and they were all on stage dressed like they had like huge cardboard.
What the fuck,
That's
dude?
so. Joe has the best life.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Those
the
guys
UK
are so funny.
sounds so dope.
Oh yeah, you just recently played Bloodstock, right?
I played Bloodstock earlier this year, filling in for a band called Sharin. There's a little bit more on the deathcore end of the spectrum. Yeah, I've known
Dude,
those
he was
guys
on
for
a
years.
huge teleprompter. It was incredible, dude. I saw those like the footage of it, and I'm like, "That's Joe."
People were like making memes of Joe.
That's
I
fucking
think
it's like,
hilarious.
there was something weird going on with that.
yeah, it's
The
like I think it
teleprompter.
was it's 25,000 capacity festival.
Wow.
We played the
Yeah,
third
like
stage.
huge.
I can't even remember who headlined. I think I was there for 4 hours because I was on daddy duty, so I drove there, played, and then left 2 hours later. We had to give up our changing room for Nail Bomb.
I think
The Nail Bomb played, and then Static X played as well.
that's cool, man. I think I wanted to ask you, Joe, like to kind of kick off one of the first questions was like, how did you? So was Crepitation like your very first ever project, or how did you even get into like music?
Crepitation was not my first band. I joined Crepitation in 2009.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so I used to be in a band called Neuroma, and the guitarist Matty was the bass player in Crepitation at the time. And we were in
Oh.
practice one day, and he was like, "Oh, Joe, you're going to Death Feast Open Air, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going." And he's like, "All right, cool. You're playing for Crepitation." I was like, what?" And he was like, "Yep, you're playing for Crepitation now." Okay.
Okay.
That's a fucking crazy thing to get told.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, so when are we practicing? I don't know all of the band members or anything. And they were like, yep, so you've got 2 months to learn the set. So I started going around to his apartment and we started like just playing through stuff. We never had a single band practice before I played with them. Turned up at the festival, met the guys. There was 2 guys who had never met before. There was Mark Pierce, who's also been amputated. He was on vocals,
Oh.
never met him before. And then there was Rushy, Jonathan Rushforth, who was also used to be in Gorotted.
My God, I love Gorotted.
Yeah,
Yes.
used to be in Gorotted, and he didn't turn up. He turned up a day late. He missed his flight out there, and then got nervous, didn't tell anybody, so we ended up playing a day later. And then he got drunk and because he wanted to watch Devourment, and then he missed his flight home. I think he got a taxi to the wrong airport, and then missed his flight home as well. So it was a very expensive trip.
Oh wow.
And then he was no longer in Crepitation after that. He was very difficult to keep in contact with at the time, so we got somebody else. But yeah, I joined Crepitation in 2009. Before that, I was in Neuroma. Neuroma was my second band. My first band was when I was back in 2004. It was a kind of, couldn't even tell you the genre. It was a bit of a mishmash of black metal, death metal, whatever we could figure out how to play, called Sadistic Under Torture. We had like a little EP called Immortal Flesh. We had a couple of demos, played a couple of shows. But I grew up in a local area with all like the skaters, the goths, and the masters, and knew the guys who formed Neuroma. They got me involved in that, which kind of introduced me to the live music scene around the country. Played my first shows overseas
Fuck
with
yeah.
Neuroma as well. Got to go over to Lithuania and Latvia. 2008 were my first time playing shows overseas. And then I had joined a band called Cancerous Womb from Scotland. Again, just started out filling in for those guys. Then we started doing a lot more, so I just decided to stay, join full time. We released an album. Got to do those guys did do a US tour, but it was without me because I had a period of time away from everything because of a shoulder injury. But I helped arrange a US tour for them with Logistics Slaughter and Skinned. That would have been 2014, I think. And then, yeah, as I said earlier, the kind of when the pandemic hit and I bought an interface and then started being able to play bass for whoever wanted me, I was starting getting involved with a lot more recordings and studio projects.
I have a. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no,
I just wanted
go.
to ask. you came to the U.S. with Crepitation, correct? And is that how you met Brandon? Because Brandon said he
Yeah.
knew Crepitation and stuff like that, and I was like, "You what?"
Yeah, he put us on. We were on tour with Splattered and Incinerate in 2014. He put us on in Tempe, Arizona. I forget the name of the bar.
Oh,
What?
was it Tempe Tavern?
No, the Yucca Tap.
Oh, the Yucca Tap Room. Okay,
Yeah,
What,
Yucca Tap
that's
Room. So
it's still there. So
I had a question for you guys. What band was Brandon in before, like in Virulent? Because I don't even really know myself.
Necrambulant.
Crambulent.
But
Necrambulant.
did he
That
have
was
any
his
bands
biggest.
like before that?
Yeah, I was in 2009. I was in a band with him called After the Death of Man, which was like weird progressive post black metal and like
Huh.
tech death. We wrote songs in odd time signatures. We were obsessed with like Knock Mystium, and we were obsessed with like Gorod, and we were obsessed with bands like Intronaut or The Ocean Collective. So it was like post metal meets like black metal atmospheric stuff. So it's like sludgy and heavy, but there was like moments of like tech stuff. Like I did sweeping and whatnot, but he was in a band before that called Gringos Locos, with Paul Benson, who was also in After the Death of Man, and that's how him and Paul, I think, met. I don't remember all the details. He's not here. I could add him because he is the unofficial like other part of Gorpulent. He's helping us with so much. He's going to help us with merch. He's going to help. CKB Records is a very, very beneficial thing that helps its own. And Brandon's one of my best friends in the world, and will continue to be one of my best friends in the world. And he's been a great mentor to not only myself but so many other people. Like Drake can tell the story himself, but literally, like he met Brandon because Brandon was on Bandcamp, heard his band, and was like, "Hey, do you want me to make your band cool?" And just like helped
Any,
him with like artwork and like all this shit, gave him free
I
merch. Like
I didn't
it,
even. I was just a huge super fan and of like metal, and I did vocals, but I hadn't been in bands and anything besides a metalcore band I could really find around here locally, which it's fun. I like metalcore
Drake,
too, but it's not really what I
where
want
do
to
you
be doing.
where do you live at? Where are you
I live
from?
in Minnesota.
Okay. Is that where you're born
Yeah.
there?
Technically, I was born in Hawaii because my dad was in the Navy. Or no, I was born in Astoria, Oregon, is where they were, and then they posted in Hawaii. And then my mom divorced him sometime I was like 2, and then she grew up here in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. So she like came back here, and so that's all I know. Yeah, I'm from. It's where I grew up, but
I'm learning
technically
information
wasn't
too
born.
right now.
I am
But
most certainly.
Show basically just randomly, it was this weird dude that messaged me, where I was like,
Weird dude.
this guy is like different,
He really
and I'm
is.
like, is he like a
He's so
scammer? Like,
autistic.
what's going on? There's no way that this guy is like just wants to do all this shit for me for just because he came out of nowhere. And
That's just who he is.
um I didn't even
I've got
record myself. I always had my buddy, and he's like, what are you doing? You're good. You gotta, like, he taught me everything, and like every connection from Necrophilic Beatdown. He introduced me. Yeah, he introduced me to Derek. He introduced me to Riley Wekta, who has produced your guys' stuff, the Envy stuff, all of the
Yeah,
previous Cerebral Incubation albums except for the
Shit.
debut.
yeah.
So I was
Riley
like,
is an incredible producer
he
who
did
is
the
also my mentor.
Nemesis, um,
Oh yeah, she did
like
the
kind of guttural secrete spin-off thing.
Nemesisism, which no one probably knows about. It's literally
It's
all the
so
members of
good.
Guttural Secrete with Andrew of Cerebral Incubation doing vocals.
That's fucking
And it's
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
And no one knows about it. No one knows who the fuck it is. It should be like the biggest thing in BDM. Like,
What is it
and
called?
I'm a guttural secrete like mega stan. That's
Nemesisism.
like top 5 for me. So
Nemesis-ism?
I'm just like, I know everything
Nemesisism.
too.
Apparently
just
Joe knows about
Nemesism.
it. Oh, is it just
But
Nemesism? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
essentially,
really good friends with Andrew Lamastro.
Oh, okay,
I've been
yeah.
friends with him for years. I was over his wedding in Utah.
Oh, nice.
Me and my partner Lisa went over years ago. I think he got married like a day after my birthday. And
Oh,
so
shit.
me and my partner Lisa went over to Vegas for a few days, and then we drove over to Utah to go to their wedding. So yeah, I organized Cerebral Incubation's first ever UK shows back in
Nice.
2014. They came through with Acranius and Dynamite Abortion.
Okay.
So
Dope.
I organized.
Dude, Cerebral's so fucking good. I'm still shocked that Andrew did any Virulent stuff, but then I found out Shob did Gonorrhea, like the artwork for it. Like he did the original like design for it, like for like the CD layout. And I was like, oh, okay. So like you guys are just fucking really close friends. And I had no idea. I mean, I know now, but and then also Shob does guest vocals on the second or third song on a Cerebral Incubation album, the one that's after Gonorrhea, I think. Primordial or something, I think it's called.
Fun fact: Show did the album artwork for Gonorrhea Nodule Mastication.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing really fancy, but it's iconic still.
What? My mind is fucking blown right now, dude. I didn't know
Dude,
that.
it's really crazy how like interconnected Brandon Shob is to like the slam scene. Obviously, you can talk to Joe.
Well,
It's ridiculous.
I was going to say that the reason why I actually know Darius is because a while ago, Joe posted something online, and I commented saying, "Oh yeah, well, what about Enfuckment?" And Eric commented on it being like, "Whoa, how the fuck do you know about Enfuckment?" Came up like, "Derek Ryan sent you a friend request," and I was just like, "Oh yeah, Enfuckment is named after a Crepitation song," and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
back in 2014, we've got truncated rapized Enfuckment, and we were
I didn't even
playing
know it.
that. Yeah, so we released that album. We released the album with that in 2015, but we were playing it live, and we had merch with it on the back print in huge clear letters, truncated rapized Enfuckment. And Brandon at the when we played with him played in Tempe, he was just like, "Whoa, like what the hell is this Enfuckment?" And then he messaged me one point saying, "Oh, I'm gonna make this a project. Do you mind if I use that word?" And I was like, "It's a word we made up, so yeah, go for it." And then he sent me a track which had Andrew Lamastro doing guest vocals on it, like so many years ago. But yeah, that show was kind of the introduction of from me to Derek, I guess. Because of that as well. And that show in Tempe, so Crepitation were meant to be on tour with Cerebral Incubation, but they couldn't do the non-festival shows. So we played Las Vegas Death Fest with them on 2014, and then we played 2 weeks later at Hotel Gut Fest with them in Colorado. So that was kind of like my first kind of meeting of those guys. But when they couldn't do it, we invited Incinerate to come and do it with
dude.
us.
Oh,
So
Jesse,
so good. The
Jesse
album
Hinston, the vocalist.
Atanomize, I think, is the name of the album. That album is perfection.
Anathemized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alan Patterson's bass playing on that album was insane.
I sent a link.
Drumming on that album, I think, is the dude of Misericordium, which is insane.
Shit.
I didn't even know that was fucking. I
Pretty
was like,
sure
what?
that's a Minnesota band, isn't it? I don't know.
Misericordium? No, they're from Vegas. They're like
from
Las
Vegas,
Vegas deathcore, but it was like brutal death metal. Like
they had the
gravity
vocalist,
blasts, like nuts, dude, nutty shit.
Like Misericordium, I think worked with like Abnormity, the Russian slam band or whatever at some point. I'm pretty sure, from what I remember. I don't know. This was like I'm talking like 2014 YouTube, so I'm just kind of basing off what I remember. I wouldn't know because like YouTube's changed so much, but I do remember seeing like a collabo of like something to do with Misericordium and Abnormity, and I just thought that fucking collab at the time was like some of the hardest shit that I've ever heard. Also, nobody gives fucking props to Misericordium. They're such an underrated fucking like old school deathcore band that has.
They're
like
so good. They're coming back. They're in the middle of recording an album, and like it should be dropping soon or whatever. And I've been losing my shit about it. Like, it's been really So not to like change topic of band or whatever, but 2025 is 20 years since my debut band, Bodies Left Burning, formed, and I've been going back and finding all like old like deathcore songs and compiling them into like a thing to possibly do a release or something. And in the spirit of that, in the spirit of that, I went through and I like reproduced, like recreated all the drums and like remixed and like changed up some breakdowns and shit. And I'm like, oh, this shit fucks. It was crazy what we were writing in 2005 to 2008. Like we were, yeah, it's just, and Misericordium was a big influence for me personally of that. Like I
That
didn't even know
new
I
deathcore shit you got that you're talking about.
it was written in 2005. So,
I know, but it's
well,
really
oh
good.
06 to be realistic. Thank you. I appreciate that, Drake.
A big part of it's the mix with the good writing. Like the mix on it is
Your mixing is
it's
top notch,
heavy.
dude.
Yeah, it
I
sounds like
mixed
old
the
school
Gorpulent
heavy
release that you'll
deathcore.
be listening to. This is the
Sick.
first release that I am going to be putting out. That is a band of mine. That is, I fully mixed and mastered. I I was supposed to do the Invirulent debut, but I got cold feet. I didn't think it was good enough, and I wanted us to come out like big dick swinging. Like, who can we talk to? Who can? Andrew hooked us up. Andrew Lamastro, of course, hooked us up with Riley Wekta, and she was just doing like kind of like a mastering test of like my mix and different things. And finally, like after a year of going back and forth, she was so patient with us. She is a
Oh,
fucking
dude, same with
angel.
my release.
Um,
It was insane.
it was she is so patient. We finally got her just to do the whole production, the whole mix, and Invirulent it stuck with her all the way till our final release, and then she'll be mixing in Fuckman as well.
Sick.
Because spoiler alert, Invirulent 2, I joked as Invirulent 2 is Gorpulent. Well, it would have been had Invirulent kept going, but Invirulent without me, sadly, under whatever circumstances, kind of imploded. And Gorpulent went from a like fucking virulent band to a like, well, fuck, they broke up. Like, there's nothing to rage against now. So Shob came back to me like, hey man, everyone, I'm sorry. Can we maybe make music again? And I'm like, I'm not rejoining Invirulent because without Tristan, it's not going to sound the same. It won't be the same. And out of respect to not only my former bandmates, but to myself and to the project as a whole, Invirulent is that group of people. And that's it. But we are pretty much recreating Invirulent, if you want to call it that, as in Fuckment, which is an old property, which Joe has now told you we took the band name from one of the old Crepitation songs. So everything's very full circle in this incestuous pile of slam.
Incestuous. Yeah, just fucking.
Which is the title of the next EP.
I will make sure to put the YouTube thumb title as Infuckment, Incestuous Enslamment or something like that. I'm sure.
Jesus, please don't. But
So,
yeah,
I wanted to ask you guys.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to get this out there real quick. So, like, if we could just trace back just a little bit before we move on to the next like couple questions I've got for you guys, and then we'll probably start listening to some of the songs too as well, just to like kind of see what you guys got cooking up for us. Do you
Hopefully
want
something that people like?
Yeah.
I'm so insecure.
I think people are gonna like it. I think you'll be fine. I don't know. I wanted to ask you guys. So, how did this whole like Gorpulent like project come to be about? Like, so, and if you want to start from the beginning, Derek, you can, or if you guys want to chime in, if you want to talk about,
I can start from the very beginning.
Like, what happened with Invirulent, maybe, if you feel comfortable.
Yeah. So, I was in a band called Invirulent. Worked really, really hard on it, and it's no struggle. Sorry, it's nothing to hide in my life. I have severe mental health issues, and it can be a lot for people, and that's okay. It's okay for people to not want to work with me because of my mental health issues. I hold nothing against them. It hurts. I'm sad, but there's nothing I can do about it. They're allowed to be like, dude, I can't handle this, just like any other person you meet on the street. People are allowed to not want to fuck with you, and that's totally fine. It hurt because I worked so hard on that project. but I stepped away from it for the greater good, as I called it. Shob hit me up in 2019 to create what would be the revival of Necrambulent. That's what it was. Then the Invirulent was written to be Necrambulent. I hadn't previously really played Slam, but I was obsessed with brutal death metal. I have been since 2006. And I've been listening to Slam since 2007. I heard In the End of Human Existence by Balmo Putridity. That was my first Slam album. And then if you want to call Suffocation, the the progeny of Slam or whatever, I obviously Internal Bleeding, now I know. But back in the day, in 2006, I also found Suffocation, and that was like mind-blowing to me. And then I defeated Sanity and Gorgasm, and all these brutal death metal bands had slams in them. So people can say that like I'm not a Slam guitarist, or I don't come from the Slam scene, or I wouldn't know Slam because of X, Y, or Z. But the reality of the situation is I was listening to Slam for a really fucking long time. I just didn't know it was Slam. And that was kind of a problem when I was writing for this project, Necrambulent, because Brandon's like, it's Slam, it's Slam. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. So I used my autism brain to literally just study Slam bands. I had a piece of paper. I'd be like, okay, intro riff this many times. I like write like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Like just writing patterns and notes and stuff, and just figuring out like I studied a lot of Cerebral Incubation because they've always been my favorite. I studied Defeated Sanity, and then of course I had to study the band Necrambulent because that was the band that I was, claiming to be. And I'm like, how the fuck do I live up to the legend of like what Necrambulent was? And we started writing shit, and then I brought Tristan on board because I knew Brandon was his favorite vocalist. I knew Necrambulent was his favorite band, and I was like, hey buddy, you want to be the bassist of Necrambulent? And he was like, are you fucking joking? And so we did that, and that's kind of how I got in Invirulent. We wrote all that shit slowly over time. I discovered how to write Slam, and not just to write like Slam like other people, but Slam like how I like it, which is more riff based. I really, 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 really despise when you listen to a song and it's like that riff could be in any song. I want a riff to have an identity. I want it to stay within like a certain sound, within like a certain mood and vibe. Like I'm
Right.
very, 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 very particular about songwriting. I'll agonize over a riff for like 12 to 16 hours, where most people are like, ha, 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 and I'm like, it's not fucking good enough. I want people to think that that's what I did, but no, I overthought and overanalyzed everything that I wrote for Invirulent.
I just wanted to like add a note to what you're saying too, of like
Sure.
the latest like Ruptured release that we're working on. I don't
Oh,
know.
nice.
I don't know how much you guys, Joe and Drake, are familiar, but like I'm in a band with like Edward and Jacob now called Ruptured, and it's literally
Edward Groves.
yeah, Edward Groves.
Yes.
Dope.
Literally, I was just like, all right, I want to do Infinectomy, but I want to do Infinectomy in Virulent style. So that's basically what fucking Ruptured is going to be when you guys hear it. So I thought I should put that out there because I was like,
That's
man,
just
I really,
that's
I
the
like
biggest compliment ever. So thank you.
well, of course, dude. I like the fucking like complex patterns that are so simple, but like the time signatures are off, and so that's what I'm doing with like this fucking release that we're working on. And so like it's very like it's actually, speaking of crepitation, it's
We're back in a
literally
minute, guys.
no, yeah,
Yep.
Oh,
it's
he'll be right
it's-
back.
Yeah, it's literally just like crepitation and virulent and Infinectomy and fucking like, I do take some influences from like Drake, some of your stuff too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm shameless about it. Fuck it,
Dude, I'm just happy to hear people actually listen to my shit at all.
dude. Epitomectomy
It's-
is so sick, dude.
My reason why I like really wanted to create art and play guitar and all that was just to give back to music and art what it gave to me. So the fact that I'm even inspiring you to do anything, like, it means the world to me.
Of course,
You
man.
know, in Virulent was a really, really tricky thing for me to write because I kind of came at it from an outside perspective, but definitely think I found myself, songs like Psychosomatic, Problem Solver were 100% written by me, where I didn't have any coaching. I didn't have, any Tristan riffs or anything like that. And I always was the main guy to like kind of work on the structure and the drum specifically, because even Ernie said this, and I'll quote him: Derek, you write drums like someone who's been playing drums for 10 years. Fuck you. I was like, bro, what? First off, I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not, and apparently
It
I
is.
don't think it was at the end of the day. But it is a compliment, I think, into the idea that I don't just write a guitar. I write drums like a fucking guitarist would. I actually think about sticking and hands and where things go. The biggest problem with drummers trying to play my material, I'm not going to single anyone out, because everyone who's ever played my drums has looked at me and said, "Fuck you, Derek." Actually, anyone who's ever played any of my music has generally said, "Fuck you, Derek," aside from Joe. Joe, have you ever, when playing my riffs, wanted to say, "Fuck you, Derek"?
Only on the third track with that the kind of
That
the
last part.
diminished,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
the diminished rundown. It's like,
that
it's not
augmented
translate-
part or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't translate well to be.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
with my old arthritic hands, anyway.
yeah. But yeah, it's I write drums like you are open-handed, meaning you can go like this and this. And certain drummers have to do like different things because they can't open-handedly hit shit. So you need to be trying to play shit like this, and like, you can't. It's not their fault that they can't necessarily play the material. I'm an asshole.
I'm also an asshole, because when I was first trying to get drummers to join Infinectomy, I was like, "Hey, can you play?" And then like literally one guy told me of like, "Dude, I can't play a fucking machine," and I'm like, "You have a point. You have a point."
Yeah. But my theory of it, and I still have this theory to my fucking self, and if this offends or upsets anyone, I'm very sorry. I worked really fucking hard to be as quote good as I am. Get good, scrub. Master your craft. I spent, all these fucking hours playing my instrument. Why aren't you?
No slam band will ever compare to the complexity of crepitation, though. Crepitation fucking goes.
Oh no,
solidly
dude,
hard.
no. I don't even know if I could play crepitation. If Joe was like, Derek, I need you to fill in, I'd be like, oh, I'd be sweating. He's like, you have 2 months to learn the set. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I'll send you the tabs. You can have a look.
I think I have one more question for
I'm
you
scared.
guys, and then we'll move on to the tracks.
Well,
the-
one thing that I didn't get to really say. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. I
so-
fucking completely. Sorry, I'm stoned.
No, you're good. So
I'm-
the whole thing that happened is in Virulent, like I said, I had mental health issues. I had to step down. People weren't really willing to work with me, and we had a new member who was very, very, very much my band viewed as like a savior for the band, like someone who was going to like elevate and take it to be like the next level. And I saw that as well. And so if I can step down to save in Virulent, I'm going to. Like, I still don't have, any hard feelings towards anyone. I love them all. It hurt me, but they're allowed to do that, So I stepped down, and I went back, and I started working on my hardcore beatdown band that I wrote November of 2023 called Drag the Lake, and got a full fucking lineup for that. And I was writing material, and I wrote a song, had a fucking slam in it, and I was like, am I allowed to do this? Should I be doing this? And I felt this like, I don't know, I felt this like calling, this like longing, and it was Christmas of 2024. and I just picked up a guitar and I wrote what would come to be Honey, this gallon isn't big enough for the two of us. And I was like, this is really fucking cool. Do I want to make a slam project? And I was like, well, Shob's doing Invirulent, so I don't want to ask him or bother him, you know. They're really fucking busy, and I don't know. Who's like Shob but isn't Shob that I know will like back me and like be there for me like when mental health problems arise, that isn't gonna be like, you know, just fucking slowly backing out or something. And I've talked to Drake forever, and I sent Drake the tracks, and like I said earlier, hey, can I get my Derek Ryan project now? And I was like, I think it's about time, Drake.
Finally.
And,
So wait,
we
Derek,
started.
When he was
you
when he
left.
was in Envy, and I'd ask, he'd just be like, I don't know, way too busy with Envy. Probably will never happen. Then once Envy was over, I was like, oh my god, it's coming. And
It's
it finally did.
coming. Derek, when
Even
did
though
you
it's tragic.
leave
Sorry,
Envy?
go on. I left Invirulent after our tour. It was
Okay.
literally, we got back into town. Ernie left because he had to catch a flight to Chicago or something. And I'm like walking to the car and I'm talking to the boys and I'm just like, yeah, guys, like I did pretty good, I think, you know, like I only had like a few different situations. I tried to isolate myself, and I just hear like Tristan from behind me, like, you think that you think it went good? And I'm like, oh, we got something bad's about to fucking happen. And then I turn around and they're just like circled me. Like my back's at my car and I'm just in Maddie's driveway and I'm just like,
They all gang
oh
beat him then.
fuck.
Not really, but
And it sucked. But I remember Tristan crying and holding me and saying, you'll never be my enemy. Thank you. And Maddie cried and hugged me. Shob said, thank you so much for doing this. And I said, I love you guys, you know? I was trying to touch on it, but I'm so fucking autistic and ADHD that I can't ever fucking get to it. Shob asked me to create the band for him. I made the band for him. So if I had to step down so the band could continue, it was worth it to me because I made it for my friend. It was
Right.
that simple. People thought that I was going to have some sort of, I don't know, maybe reaction or try to fight or anything. And I just kept on telling them, dude, it is what it is. I made this for Shob. Just carry my boy to the top. They didn't carry my boy to the top.
Who didn't?
Dude, Invirulent broke up like in February or something. I left in September, so it was like, oh no, I left in October. So like what, like under 6 months till like everything fell apart. Without me, I think to be the focus for people to either get mad at or judge or something. Like
I
I
will.
don't know exactly what happened. I've talked to Shob a lot about it. I've talked to Tristan about it. Everyone says Shob lost his mind and all this stuff. I know Shob was going through a divorce at the time, and you know,
Shit.
I don't know. I listened to both sides. Oh shit! I think we lost Tony. Oh no, there he is.
I'm good.
I
It
listened
was
to both sides of the argument. Yeah, I listened to both sides of the arguments, and you know, as far as I'm concerned, everyone was wrong. But I had nothing to fucking do with it. I wasn't there, so I'm able to, you know, walk away from that being like, glad I wasn't fucking involved in that. But I was
that
still
was, it was a
sad.
blessing in disguise when they, in that sense. But I also think that was a big, the material was good they were writing, but it was like very apparent that the secret sauce wasn't there. You know, where I'm like, this feels more kind of like a deathcore thing. It's dope, but is this Envy now?
I don't
And
want to. I don't want to say
yeah,
that because I think Tristan and especially the songs I heard that Maddie wrote were fucking sick.
I only heard I think one recorded one actually, so I don't know
I
what one
heard
I heard, but
I heard like 2 or 3 different ones. I think Shob would send me. They were really really careful about sending me stuff because they didn't want to like hurt my feelings or like this or that, and you know, make me sad. But we eventually, you know, became like, you know, cool. I don't know. I had Tristan like sending me stuff. Oh, I was gonna use the sound clip. I was doing this. Like, I was like, cool, man. Like, I'm glad to see it. Like, if you need any help or you want any ideas or anything, send me. Like, I'm down. And no one really wanted my input or my insight. They definitely wanted to move on past me and start writing their own material like pretty quick, but I don't know, shit fell apart. And because shit fell apart with them, originally Gorpulent was made as kind of like a, I don't know how to say it, because I wasn't really like mad at them, but I was just hurt. And it was like, all right, well, you guys don't want the soup I make. I'm gonna take my soup and sell it to someone else. You know?
Yeah.
I felt like a chef who worked at a restaurant who made a restaurant really, really popular and big, and then they fired the chef, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go start my own restaurant. And then I felt like they can deal with the aftermath of whether the general public likes the new restaurant or the old place that's now changed their recipe. And it wasn't
The
any hard
recipe was
feelings
still
or
good.
anything.
It just it didn't feel the same to me. Like the name needed to change is
Yeah.
how I felt about
I
the new
still
material. It
feel
wasn't
like
that it was bad,
I
but
still feel like Tristan riffs are like my favorite parts in Invirulent songs ever. They always will be. And yeah, I wrote a bulk of the material, whatever, but the special sauce was all of us. And that's why Infuckment won't be Invirulent, even though it's basically just me and Shobe still writing stuff. But enough about Infuckment. This is for Gorpulent. And yeah,
So
basically, it was Christmas. I started writing it. I hit up Drake. He was like, please give me a Derek Ryan project. Do you have a name for this? Like, what's going on? And I was like, dude, I was at the gym one night and I found out the word corpulent means fat. And I was like, what? I want to join like the legacy of like the G bands, like the Gorgasm, the Gorrotted, the Gortuaries, like what, like fucking Gorpulent, like morbidly obese, gory, fat people.
do you
And
guys
I was like, I'm gonna make the music about like shaming fat people to work out because like we're all buff and shit. And then I got really depressed and fat, and I was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna write lyrics like that anymore.
I am living in a glass house, my friend.
And we started talking about concepts, and we were like, we're gonna be PG-13 slam, like we're gonna be like, because Invirulent wanted to be very conscious of our market. We wanted to be not grotesque, not like over the top, like super brutal or anything like that. And me and Drake kind of had this vision for the band. But then we got Joe involved, and he's like, "I want it to be brutal," and we're just like, "Whatever Joe says, Joe wants." Like,
I think that was like the correct decision to make because Joe knows a thing or two, like
it's definitely it's
Well,
rated R.
you
for sure,
always have
in part.
a conversation when you start a band, like, hey, what's our marketing gonna be? What's our mascot? Who's our thing? What's our theme? Are we gonna be silly? Are we gonna be serious? And Joe was like, I like the more serious stuff. And I was like, Joe gets what Joe wants. I was going for silly. All right, we're changing up, boys.
It's funny because I remember Derek was like, "Oh, Joe, are you into anime or anything like that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I've got a master's degree, and my dissertation was talking about anime soundtracks." And he was like, "What?"
So fucking
Yeah, I
sick.
remember that.
Like, yeah, I've got
You're
a
like sending your anime list. It's just massive, like
Oh,
of ones
God.
you watched.
Oh yeah, my anime list. I've seen over 300 different anime. Like, I'm a complete fucking weeb, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Gorpulent was formed in that moment with me talking to Drake, and then I was like, who can outplay Tristan? and I had to wait. I'm like talking to Drake. I'm like, dude, like I want to wait till like I have like material, whatever. But I remember I shot Joe a message and I was like, hey Joe, if I wanted to like, here's a track. If you wanted to like play bass on this, like, would you like? It's not done. Like, I still got to write the full length, so I don't want to really bother you. But would you be down to like be in a band or whatever? And he was checked it out, and I think he was like, yeah, or something. Like, it was super casual, and I was just like, I like screenshot it, sent it to Drake. He said yes. He said yes.
I was like,
And
yeah.
then I asked my buddy Vile, and he didn't get back to me yet. So then I messaged Lewis of Copal Clesis. who we might have to ask again. We're not sure, depending on if we need a fill-in or if Vile can't, record the drums or something.
I
And
didn't know
Lewis
you'd
said
done
yes. Yeah,
I
and
didn't know
Lewis
you'd
said
done
yes
those.
as well. No one does.
What,
No, Drake does. Drake does, because Drake was like, "Are you saying it's colpocesis, basically?" And I was like,
Yeah, that was
sorta."
my read. I'm like, oh my god.
He was freaking the fuck out. But yeah, Lewis heard the track, and
Make UK shows pretty possible though.
that's the other thing that I was thinking. If Vile struggles with playing whatever festival we might be offered next year, once I get the full length done, I'm not stressed about it at all. Then yeah, if Lewis is down, then we can get him to fill in on drums or just play the drums or whatever we need him to do, and that would make UK shows fucking simple. And then that was the other weird like epiphany I had in my head. And I was like, Invirulent's debut was like Chicago Domination Fest, which was like one of the biggest, most well-known like brutal death metal
That was such
festivals
a
in
cool
the fucking US. Like, how am I going to top that? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to fly across the fucking Atlantic Ocean and play with the bassist of Crepitation at a UK festival. And I'm like, Jesus, how is this my life? How did I get this lucky? Why are these people working with me? And I get imposter syndrome a lot, man. I'm very honored and lucky that Joe said yes. I'm lucky that Vile said yes. We will maybe get drums from him if he doesn't come through. Lewis, said yes. And I can't think of a better vocalist to ask than fucking Drake to be a part of this. So honestly, that's how Gorpulent was founded. Is I wrote some shit. Threw out a fucking Hail Mary at some of the biggest motherfuckers I knew, and they were all just like, touchdown. Like, it was fucking. It was sick.
I was in the background the whole time. You're like, Coach, put me in.
Put me in, coach. Put me in. Put me in. Like, literally, dude.
Probably since like
Yeah.
2022, Drake's been like, put me in. Put me in.
Let me in.
Because I got to hear like the Curse the Sun album that like never was completely finished, like the pre-productions and stuff. And
Fuck
I'm
you
just like,
guys for
Yeah.
never releasing that. I'm never gonna
Dude,
forgive
it's
you
so-
for that.
it's
Fuck you
really,
guys.
really, really good. So it's like
It's
that
like,
alone, where he
I'm too
casually
busy.
was just like, yeah, I'm just not going to do anything with this one. I'm like, I gotta work with this guy. This is getting crazy, and
bro,
everything he
you
has is.
you
dope.
guys in Curse the Sun could have literally been the next Black Dahlia murder. Like, quite literally.
Yeah, that's why Tristan fucking hates me, bro. He'll never let that go. He was like, we could have been the next Lorna Shore.
I don't know about Lorna Shore, but I definitely think like the next Black Dahlia murder.
I'm just saying, like, literally, we had a drummer that wanted to play for us, and then I had a mental health episode, and then he quit because of that. And Tristan's like, I fucking hate you. And I'm just like, cool, buddy. Thank you. I love you too.
I'm gonna definitely try to get Tristan and his band Potato on.
Yeah,
on
no.
one of the
I
next
heard
episodes.
Sean had already talked to them, so you'll get them not talking about me at all. Whereas Tristan's one of my favorite people in the world, whether he likes me anymore or not, I have no idea. I stood up for Brandon too many times, I think, and he had enough. I don't know. We'll see. The internet isn't real life, so when people block you on the internet, who knows what it means in reality,
Yeah.
But
What,
either way, I'm
did-
still going to
should we
support
try and-
Potato Slam.
should
I
we
just
just
can't
try
see
and
their
dial 'em in?
Instagram anymore.
Is Tristan on Discord? Should we just try and dial him in?
I do have his Discord.
I do have his Discord as well. Is he on right now? Let's see.
And
He
just show up with his
is
stank
offline
face.
accordingly, but I don't know that really means anything.
He always says he's offline. I can go on Steam and see if he's on.
He's playing his fucking anime gotcha games and shit like that with the fucking anime girls and shit in like a little tutu. I don't know.
That's who buys that shit on the Nintendo eShop.
Yes,
Tristan.
Tristan is Nintendo's main market.
No, I mean he plays a lot of gotchas, but he also likes other games.
No,
He's
he
kind
does.
of he's an elitist in a lot of different aspects of his life, but I don't want to say he's happy because I don't think he is,
I
but
feel
I
like-
think he's happy now. I
Yeah.
feel like he's happy now that he has like a full band, he has his practice spot, he has everything that he wanted in life, and I wish him the best.
Yeah.
I wish him the best too.
I really don't have any hard feelings. I bring him up so much because I miss him. Like I'm not even trying to throw shade or talk shit or anything. So if anyone watches this and they're just like, Derek keeps talking shit. No, that's my
I
little
love you
guy.
guys,
That's my buddy. That's my
Yeah.
fucking buddy.
I was gonna say you don't have to try. It just comes out naturally.
No, this is the podcast where we fucking just make up stats as we go. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do that.
No, I actually spoiler warning before I asked Joe, I asked Tristan to be in Gorpulent, and he was like, I don't know, maybe. And then I was like, by the way, what are we using for the old Invirulent songs? I really want to release those. And he was like, yeah, you could have them or whatever. And I was like, cool, me and Shob are going to release them as in fuck 'em it. And he's just like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever, like, he just went the fuck off on me about working with Shob. And he was just like, I'm not going to do Gorpulent. And I was like, all right, man, fucking cut me deep. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for saving me.
I wanted to ask you guys, how did you come up with the name Gorpulent? I'm kind of jumping ahead of the questions, but like, how did it?
Oh,
come to be?
like I said, so I was at the gym and I thought of the word corpulent for some reason, and it just means fat. I wanted to be like
say that on the wall at the gym.
Planet Fitness corpulence accepted. No,
Gorpulent gets their first like Planet Fitness.
yeah, it was
It
originally going to be a side project of Invirulent where I was going to play just like my BDM, like brutal death metal obsession, like more technical, more insane, like, you know, brutal shit, like more like the gore bands. And it was going to be music written about like ripped dudes making fun and like shaming fat people. And then I got fat and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
It's like I said earlier.
Just turned it on its head. You should have turned it on its head and just had the theme about fat guys ripping muscle guys going.
You need to.
That's the second debut, bro. That's the second release.
The third debut needs to be
Also,
about ripped guys ripping fat people apart.
Yeah, so first album is all like emo song titles twisted. Second album is gonna be all new metal song titles twisted.
Oh, you can leave that one with me.
Yeah. We'll be like, Joe, help me name this one. You'll be like,
You'll be like, hold my beer. What is something geographically that is like significant to you guys that you could say? What is something?
the London Bridge because it connects the UK to Arizona. No, seriously, Lake Havasu City has the London Bridge here.
What about you, Drake?
So like Minnesota, my area.
Yeah, what's like significant about it?
Nothing really. There's not very many good bands from here, to be honest.
You said you're in
This is
Grand
like-
Rapids, right? Or
Yeah. So Grand Rapids is a
isn't there
town of
isn't
like
it like a huge fucking
10,000.
waterfall or something there?
not really. You're thinking of probably Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is like I think a big city there.
Oh, my bad, bro. They both start with M. I don't know. Y'all look the same. No,
Minnesota is like a really nice area in the sense of there's like a lot of woods up in the further like north half of it basically, and a lot of people go from Florida and Arizona in the winter because our winters are really cold and we get a bunch of snow.
yeah,
Okay.
you said you're like
But
really close to
Our
Canada,
summers
right?
are, yeah, I am. So our
Oh
summers
yeah, we
are
were
like
when we
super,
were
super
trying to
dope,
record
though.
with you. You weren't able to record because it was too cold outside.
Yeah, my vocal booth isn't heated, but I found ways to like jimmy rig it with space heaters and shit.
Yeah, we were trying to
But,
get demo tracks for the longest time, and he'd be like, "It's too fucking cold." And I'd be like, "Screams in Arizona? What's that?
What's cold?
Yeah, I think Minnesota is second coldest state.
God
That's-
damn.
that's-
I've been
Yeah.
I've been to the first coldest state. I've been to fucking Alaska. I had like a ex-girlfriend up there, and I went there like 6 years ago. to go see her, and fucking like I went in the middle of fucking like New Year's time, dude. So like I went at the coldest point of the fucking year, and
Sounds cold.
like
Yeah.
literally the snow. Like I'm sure Drake can probably relate to this. The fucking like snow was like up to your goddamn like thighs, dude, upper thighs, and
Yeah, we get quite a bit of snow, but if the winter is super, super cold, it after a certain point it can't have snow. It has to be a certain like warmth where it's just like it's almost bad when there's not any snow and it's just that cold because it's bad.
yeah,
But our summers and stuff are beautiful. So Minnesota is kind of just known for like nature, I guess. I mean, it's the whole slogan of it is the land of 10,000 lakes. So there's over 10,000 lakes in the state of Minnesota. So
That's fucking rad. Arizona's just
Yeah.
hot as shit. Like, it's October 26th, right? You want me to tell you how hot it is outside right now? 93.
what the fuck, dude?
I don't know what it is here. It's probably like 40 or 50 degrees. I don't know.
What about for you?
Joe's like, what is Fahrenheit? What is
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. It's like minus 30 divided by 2.
Yours gets cold
I know a lot about
too, though, where you're
the
at.
metric
I'm
system,
sure, Joe.
so I know how cold it is for you because I have a bunch of like UK internet friends. It's like
Yeah.
when they
Yeah.
say it's 50 degrees Celsius, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's
If it-
fucking hot.
cool? It doesn't want 90 there.
Yeah,
Gross.
gross.
Look at our week forecast. If it will show, it's just like
No, it's just like fuck you.
We'll hit the
Yeah,
80s and stuff in summer
Currently
when it's real hot.
11 degrees Celsius here, which is 22, 50, 55.
God
degrees.
damn.
I hate
It's
everyone.
probably about the same here.
I'm like sweating in my room, like,
Dude, over
When's
here it's
winter
pretty
coming?
fuck-
Hey, Joe, get snow, like all of it.
Sorry, so the UK doesn't, not everywhere now. So where I
Okay.
am, I'm in the northwest, and so to the west of me there is there's the Irish Sea. So between England and Ireland, there's a body of water, the Irish Sea, and that is actually really warm water that comes down from the North Atlantic Drift.
Oh,
So this is where I'm
okay.
getting all like geographical. So the North Atlantic Drift, where all of the hot water comes up the east coast of America, comes over via Greenland and Iceland, then it comes south, so it actually gets a lot of warm water. But then over to the east of where I live, we're surrounded by two kind of mountain ranges, the Pennines and the Lake District. So for any kind of clouds or anything to get to us, it has to go either through warm temperatures and high pressures or over mountains. So effectively, it is mostly rainy rather than snow. And because we're so close to the water as well, there's such a high salt content in the air that we never really actually get that much snow. When we do, it's like wow, snow, and it's kind of
Yeah.
the weather's
Yeah.
going crazy. But it's usually when we do, it's usually quite heavy. But then it's nothing compared to what you guys get. Like heavy for us is like maybe 2 inches of snow.
Oh shit.
so.
Yeah.
I was curious, and I just want to ask my bandmates this because I don't think I've ever asked them, and it's an interview that they can give their answers finally. What Drake? I mean, you've kind of answered this like 1,000 times over. What drew you to wanting to work with Gorpulent and stuff like that? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Like, I'll ask Joe the same question.
Well, I guess I've gone over it in a sense of like just wanting to work with Derek all this time. So I knew it would be good. And then when I heard it, I was like, I don't know.
It's very different than Envirulent, right? Like, it's not like it doesn't sound like Envirulent.
It doesn't, but I feel like it feels like it could be a cousin, probably. It feels like it's in the same universe. I feel like, which in my mind, that might be me projecting because anything within the CKB, like show BU thing, I'm like, it's kind of all related to me in my mind. So it's like, I feel like I'm adding. It was like my opportunity of looking at Shobe as a mentor too. After these years of talking with him, is like, okay, he can't do this right now,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna fill his. If anyone should fill his shoes, like it'll be me, and it'll be dope.
I
So
just, in my
that
mind,
was
you're
kind of
just
my thought
a
process.
really sick vocalist. I really, really, really like your gutturals. I like how brutal everything that you do really sounds. And I wanted someone who I could like trust, and that was my friend that like when, you know, if shit goes sideways, isn't gonna just throw me to the fucking wolves to try to protect themselves. Like I already experienced that. I didn't want to do that again. So, Joe, same question. What made you want to work with Gorpulent?
So for me, because I've worked with like a lot of different projects, a lot of different people all around the world at this point. I kind of like to experience other people's writing styles and
Okay.
try and incorporate how I write music and how I play to other people's styles, because that's how it helps
I
me
love your
develop.
tapping section on Honey on Gallon, dude. I love that tapping section. It's so sick.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Like when you send me demos, I listen to them. I was like, this is the kind of stuff that I would like to try and put stuff to. So there are other projects which I've been part of where I've been like, people have invited me and I've been like, listen to it. I'm like, no, I'm not really digging this. There's I guess in some cases there's some regrettable decisions I've made about some big projects that have not been that have decided to not take up, even though it wasn't necessarily my thing. I was asked to play for, I don't know if you guys are aware of Dragged into Sunlight at all.
Oh,
Um,
really?
so I was
Dragged
asked,
into sunlight.
yep.
Dang.
So those guys, like
Holy
the main
shit.
guy Tom lives up the road from me, and I'm friends with the guys in who they own a studio. The guy I've known Tom for a long time, and
I'm
many
pretty
years ago, I was
sure my friend Nick Florence of Knights of the Abyss showed me Dragged into
represent.
Sunlight, and he was just like, this is the craziest band, the craziest music I've ever heard in my life. You need to listen to this. So if it's
The
that
first album
one,
was the first album, Hatred for Mankind, was like huge in the kind of genre, but it's kind of more leaning on the kind of like black metal side of things, and
Joe,
it wasn't really my vibe. So I was just like, it's not for me. Appreciated.
I
Now
didn't.
looking at
yeah.
the kind of stuff they do, Maryland Death Fest and all that, I'm like, oh, maybe I should have said yeah, but so when it comes to Gorpulent, I was just like, I was listening to the material, and I was like, it sounds like something that I would like to be part of. So obviously, I've known Derek for a number of years just from like chatting online and kind of sharing music, and I was quite a fan of Envy as well. And I've met Drake largely through this project, but we were already kind of like Facebook friends. I'm sure we'd exchanged kind
Oh,
of comments and some
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
we've talked almost pretty intimately about like mental health and stuff like that. And you've been a great friend to me, and so you were another person that I felt like I could trust in like trying to bring around me. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't. It didn't feel like a bunch of strangers. I've had that where it's been a complete bunch of strangers. Whereas like, I don't know anybody. Why do you want me to be involved in this?
Yeah.
And I guess kind of there's a bit of the and I don't know the word. I don't think ego is the word, but kind of it's a nice bit of an ego massage, I guess, when people come to me and say, do you want to play on this material? It's like, oh wow, you want to work with me? That's awesome. I'll check it out. And then it just so happened on this occasion it was good material. I was like, yep, I'm definitely down to be part of this and happy to put whatever I can to this. And I was like, what do you want from me? Do you want me to play root notes? Do you want me to tap? Do you want me to pretend I'm Led Claypool for a while? Or
And I specifically said Joe be Joe. Like, he's like, do you want me to, do this on pinch harmonics? And I was like, go with your gut. If you want to like play on the pinch harmonics, do it on things that feel more open, that you think will like benefit from you. Not let's do it that way. And I think everything that we did for the demo, which was pretty much going to be on the full length, is great quality. I feel like I sounded like Trump there. If I'm like, we wrote the best demo.
The best
It's the
ever.
greatest demo. You know, there's been a lot of demos out there, but we wrote the best. It's not. I don't have that ego.
Dude, that is a great
It was-
Trump impression.
it
What
was-
the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
I
You
can,
know, a lot of slam bands out there, they don't have Joe. When you got Joe, they like to call him Sleepy Joe. I call him Taffy Joe.
dude, you guys need to
stupid.
have a Gorpulent song where Derek is doing that impression. He's
Please,
just like,
no.
make sure to listen to Gorpulent, the best slam band in the world. Yes, China will even admit to it too, that Gorpulent's better than Virulent.
My opponents will tell you to I can't even fucking say it. My opponents out here will say deathcore, deathcore, deathcore. I'll be like, no. Deathcore is for communists. If you want to be an American, you listen to Slam. Ding, ding.
One of you guys needs to learn how to do a Sleepy Joe impression too.
you're a loser, you sucker. You like to say I like deathcore, but I remember you in your metalcore phase. That's right. What am I?
Jesus fuck! Like the whole audio is just completely fucked when you did that.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad, yeah.
No, you're good. It was hilarious. Honestly, the bad audio quality made it funnier. So yeah, I definitely like am excited for what you guys are working on as far as like Gorpulent goes. Because Derek, I know you've been just wanting to fucking just do music, man, and shit like that. And you know, it's cool. It's cool to
I've
see
been
you
just
three.
wanting to do nothing but create art.
Yeah.
It's a joke. Everyone knows it. There's like 40 unreleased fucking albums on my computer of varying genres from everything you can
Just
fucking
give
think
me
of.
one. Come on.
Come on,
Bag it,
hey.
coach.
Drake said he wanted one. We gave him one.
So like I said, I really appreciate you guys coming on and talking to me and shit like that. I wanted to know, as far as like what you guys have answered most of the questions that were on the fucking document that I had, so it's like fucking didn't have to fucking do any of that, of course, because like I'm not structured at all compared to Sean. I'm just kind of a loose cannon when it comes to the anatomy crosscast. I just
I mean, I have ADHD, I'm autistic, and I have borderline personality disorder.
I
So
have
I'm just
ADHD,
fucking
so-
everywhere, bro.
I'm fucking everywhere too. What separates your bands what separates your guys' project from other bands in the community, you would say?
So in my mind, number one will be our song titles. I like the idea of like the stupid song titles in either slam or deathcore or anything like that. And I wanted a nod to stuff that people who like, so everyone starts somewhere, right? And most people that are my age got into stuff like post-hardcore or hardcore or metalcore, and now they're like, I listen to Devourment, now I'm slam or whatever, and like they try to be elitist about it. I want to make those people like shake when they see a song title that reminds them of an old emo band that they used to like, and then be like, I don't like My Chemical Romance, I don't know this reference, and I'm like, fucking gotcha, bitch.
What that's cool.
So that was honestly a really, really big inspiration for that. I feel like that will separate us, but another thing that will separate us, I think, is attention to detail. And like I said before, with songwriting, I really, really, really do not like it when any riff will fit any song and anything. I'd get into arguments with people all the time about like Rings of Saturn and like why I didn't specifically like them. And I'd be like, because this breakdown could be in this song, this song, this song, this song, this song. Like, yeah, it's a sick breakdown. Yeah, it's a sick riff, but it has no identity. I don't really like. That's not how I write music. I consume music that way because I listen to slam, where everyone's playing the same riff all the fucking time. There are standout bands that do different things, but when you're in a purist genre like slam, you have to adhere to certain standards, certain practices, certain styles, or whatever. And I throw a lot of fucking hardcore into my slam. I'm ripping off On Broken Wings, 18 Visions, Throwdown. Like, I'm ripping off fucking
Get your
bands and things
hardcore out
that
of my slam.
You'll never know.
I listen to a lot of Shattered Realm. Like, I'm listening to like all these like old school beatdown hardcore bands, and I'm like, oh, this was slam, and then I'm just like taking those ideas of just making riffs and
I'm-
not just like
I think you
something
can really
that.
hear it. You can definitely hear some of the because a lot of the modern hardcore kind of stuff, which I like, everything from like Counterpart to Vane, FM and stuff like that. I can hear a
Oh,
lot
I
of that
fucking
as well.
love Vane. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There's you know you when we do the listen through, you'll hear one of those tracks, but there's like a horn, an air horn in the background with like just like a bass break and stuff like that. And I was just
Yeah.
like, it just sounds like Arizona era Vane FM or something. I'm just like, yeah, it's so heavy, it's so sick. It just, but you can see where it kind of like links in between like the adjacent areas between slam and modern hardcore and stuff, and that's another reason why like the music really kind of like called out to me as well, because that end of that kind of genre, like we've spoke already about like the old school emo and the old like drive-through records and stuff. Is I used to love all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot wait for our band promo pictures where I'm wearing, I think, Blood Brothers. Drake, what were you wearing? Hawthorne Heights and Chosen Glassjaw, and I'm just like, yes. But then Vile comes in and he's wearing a Cumby shirt, and I'm like, oh man, we're just gonna Photoshop an emo band on it. No,
Do you guys want to talk about that? So, like about your you said you had like a guy potentially for drums, or is it too early?
we have someone who we asked to play drums, and he agreed to it, and we're giving him credit on drums and stuff like that. He was supposed to originally record just the MIDI stuff and send it to me, but he said his friend could record live drums for him, and we were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally I'm just like, I really want to get this out, guys. Like, and I asked Joe, hey, what's the deal? How do we get on Slam Worldwide? And normally, isn't it like months to wait to get on like Slam Worldwide or something?
It depends on the time of the year, because sometimes around like the holidays, because I've worked with Joe from Slam Worldwide, cool guy.
Okay.
Typically, like if you ask him like 2 weeks before Halloween, like let's just say for example, like it can be kind of a lengthy wait because Halloween won't be available. He reserves slots throughout the month on specific days of like.
Okay.
And I'm sure he has like a whole like I don't know like the ins and outs of his brain necessarily, but what I do know is that like if you go like I've tried to get my shit released on Christmas time and that shit is completely booked. Like he's not uploading like that day anymore because he like the algorithm on YouTube likes to fucking shadow ban stuff because like if you're fucking constantly posting. So he has a very like stringent way of like planning out his release stuff when it comes to that.
All I know is it took a lot longer in all my other bands to talk to Joe to get a release up. Mr. Mortimer asked, and it was like, okay, we got a spot in 2 weeks. And I'm just like, oh fuck, we really got to finish this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everything kind of got jumped up. I hit up Riley. I was panicking. I'm like, we got to get Clayton in. And she was like, okay, we'll get this done. We got Clayton's guest spot like the day that I needed to submit final files to Mantelli, who did our video. When then we just gave to Joe, and Joe hopefully just sent off to Slam Worldwide with all the info and everything like that. So we should all be good for release.
I'll send that payment. I messaged him yesterday asking if this was for sure the right email still, just because I wanted to double check, because how you spell it in yours, it doesn't pop up, but that is the right one somehow. But like,
so yeah, we're just kind of a band that like is
today being like, yeah, now I did this. So I actually meant to send that this morning. So thanks for reminding me.
Thank God, because we really want that to come out on time.
Well,
no, I'll send it right after this. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
I got it all ready to go.
years ago. I met Joe years ago. He came out to see Crepitation when we played in Long Island.
Nice.
We were on tour with Party Cannon and Parasitic Ejaculation and Torturous Inception, and we played in Long Island with Hate Diplomacy and Theater as well. Possibly another band, I can't remember. But Joe came out to him and he came over and started speaking to me. I've got a Slam Worldwide t-shirt that he gave me.
So sick.
So he's pretty cool to speak to. I've worked with him a lot. So I did up until recently run a festival in the UK Slam Fest, original name, and he was a sponsor for the event as well. So he really helped out, like kind of promoting that, cross promoting it and stuff, which was cool.
Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. Fucking all your bands are sick, man. I was gonna tell you, Joe, like probably one of my other favorite projects out of you is Awaken the Misogynist. With Wilson. Wilson's the fucking homie.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Wilson and G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's fucking cool.
Facelift
Deformation. Yeah.
Oh, Deformation. Yeah.
He's
a killer guitar player. He's really
sick.
He's really good.
Dude,
yeah.
Well, I used to message Wilson like in Virulent demos and be like, "Hey, like, what do you think of this?" Like, and he'd be like, "Oh, this is pretty sick." I'd be like, "Dude, it's just a demo," and he'd be like, "No, this sounds good enough to release." And I'm like, "No, Riley's gonna mix it." And then he'd send me his shit. I'd be like, "Dude, I love your mixes." He's like, "I like your mixes," and I'm just like, "Thanks, buddy."
Thanks, buddy. Dude, it's always like, I don't care who you are as an artist, like it's definitely a thing of like anytime someone you fuck with mutually who is also an artist, like they tell you that they love your stuff and you're also a mutual fan of theirs, it's a very like heartwarming kind of feeling. Because
years before working with Joe, like I would send him demos and then he'd be like, "You want to hear the new Colpoclesis?" I'm like,
yeah, you sent me a song from Elegant Degradation, flagellating on the slab before it was released. I don't know if it was the final mix or not, but that was cool.
I've heard some crazy like demos and shit from like just super raw that was so sick.
I've definitely done my fair share of sending like Derek some trap beats and whatnot that I've made, and like just like emo rap, because I make emo rap too. Like I
think just as a friend group in like the slam community, as peers and stuff, we just like to share stuff and like kind of get vibes and thoughts. And Invirulent always got mad at me, but I'd write a song and I'd try to send it to them and they'd be all asleep and I'd be like, I need to know if this is good. Like, did I just waste 18 hours of my life? Like, what was it? Drake would make fun of me because I'd send him something and be like, and then another one, and then another one, and another one. And which one of these should I listen to, Derek? Because did you just do like another minute change in the mix or something? Like, I'll just listen to the other ones, and I'd like try to erase all the other.
All three of the tracks like 9 times in a row, where you're just like, I mean, it's not that I really don't want to hear them all, but I don't know if I'd remember what the first one sounded like by time the 9th one. So I'm like, where are we at? Should I listen to this bottom one? He's like, yes, listen to that one.
The snare goes up 2 dB, kick goes down 2 dB.
Yeah.
Oh god, I have notes for like the finals that I'm just like Drake Verb 1, Drake no Verb 3, because Drake recorded 3 different vocals that we had like in a layer, but no offense to the homie, the great vocalist, they were really not like aligned super well, which in slam perfectly fine. But then he sent me song 3 and it was just one track and I was like, oh, I can hear everything he's saying, this is all sick. And then I went back and listened to the other ones and like I couldn't stop hearing like the weird phasing between everything because I was like, so we ended up just using one big vocal for all of his tracks. And
he fat monoed me. He turned me into the fat mono.
Which sounds so much better.
Like Necrophilic Beatdown, Probation Meeting Mutilation, like the last Epitomectomy album, Morbid Obsessions, like those are all 3 layers, like all the time.
I definitely think that like Necrophilic Beatdown has to be my favorite project from you, Drake. Like I love Epitomectomy, but man, Necrophilic psychedelic beatdown just fucking
It's that it truly is. I mean, it's the material, it's the concept, it's how it has to all come together, but it
Yeah.
really is working. It was working with Wekta that made that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's levels to stuff, and even though like all the homies like Derek, I got all these dudes that are, I mean, to me, I'm like, that sounds amazing. Sounds like every other album. But then you get it from somebody who's just on this whole different level of like history and knowledge of working specifically with this, and somehow you can tell the difference once you yourself do that project through them.
Yeah.
It like gives you perspective where you're
Well,
like,
I
dude, this guy
very
made us sound
much
dope. It's like, damn. So
I very much hope, Tony, that after hearing this demo, your new favorite band with Drake is Gorpulent.
I think it's the best stuff I've like as a whole, like how it all comes together. I'm like, this is probably objectively
Well,
the best stuff I've done.
we
But
will go ahead
I
and
love them
think it's
all for
about-
their own reasons.
I think it's about time that we show it to you.
yeah.
I sent it to you, so go ahead and
listen
play it
to
however we're gonna do it.
Yep, we will go ahead and listen to that. We're gonna take a little break, real quick, and
Sure.
we will when we come back. We're gonna go ahead and I'll screen record it with you guys, and then we'll give it a peep.
Yeah, sounds
Dope.
great.
Welcome back to the Gorpulent Podcast, here
Podcast.
with Tony Slam.
Hey,
Apparently, I was the fucking guest tonight. God damn.
So
Normally, it's
Tony,
vice
we
versa.
we were just about to listen to your newest release. What do you have to say about
Oh, Tristan from Necrambulant made it.
He's gonna think I hate him.
He's gonna he's gonna have a good laugh. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think you're good, bro.
I just miss Reggie. Give us back the hedgehog.
I know, Tristan. You need to keep us updated with your fucking hedgehog. It's an adorable little thing. Like for real.
I need more
Yeah.
Reggie. I need more Reggie pictures in my life.
I do.
those are-
So
can't have enough.
is this one that you guys have the 3 songs? Is this like the demo for it? Okay. And like, is it just gonna be 3 tracks, or is this just what you have so far?
the demo? Is only 3 songs.
Sick.
We
Okay.
there's parts of new tracks partially done, but
Shit, I didn't mean to do
Oh.
that. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to
Like,
do.
you didn't
my
just
screen.
invite Tristan in, did you?
No. I'm just sharing my screen.
We can come in to watch stream, right?
Yeah, I figured that way, so that way you guys can just like watch me listen to it. I guess I don't fucking know. This is probably gonna fuck up OBS to be honest with you, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But if you guys are ready, I will start playing it, and let me know.
I was born ready, baby.
I should probably
So
test to see if I even get audio, because I haven't even tested this yet.
yeah.
But if you guys can hear
It's
it,
on the go beepity beep.
let me see if it'll.
Don't mind him. He just got
Can you guys hear
I
it?
can hear that.
LSD.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear that. It's loud as fuck.
Okay, I will go ahead and adjust that. But
That means I did my job. I mastered it loud enough.
yeah,
I think I got to like -8, -7 lufs or some shit, which is, by the way, 0's maximum. So to get to -7 is pretty fuck. The newest Knock Loose was mastered to -3, and the newest Bring Me the Horizon was mastered to -4. And it's just like, holy shit, guys! Like, eventually someone's just gonna master to 0 or like plus. Like, it's gonna go beyond like the highest.
it's the highest.
I'm gonna be like,
yeah,
this is mastered at plus 34 dB. It's
and
just
it's like, dude, like, what the fuck
just
you
pure
doing?
static.
Yeah.
Noise artists are shitting
So-
themselves.
This is the.
I did want to say this.
Okay.
This song title, Honey, This Gallon Isn't Big Enough for the Two of Us, was the first song title that I kind of really came up with the idea for, saying that we were going to use like emo song titles. So for those of us, who are former Scene Kids. This is the first song off of My Chemical Romance's debut album, Honey, This Mirror Isn't Big Enough for the Two of Us. But I replaced it with Gallon because if you listen to the song, it's about a gallon of PCP.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, I'm fucking ready, man. If you guys are ready, I will go ahead and start playing the song.
Yeah. Joe does
Do it.
some sick bass at the fucking end
This
of the
is
final slam.
Honey, This Gallon Isn't the Big Enough for the Two of Us by Gorpulent. Let's check this out.
Don't mind him. He just got through dropping a gallon of LSD.
A gallon.
A
Oh
literal
shit, dude.
gallon. Out of a milk jug.
Yes!
Yes, more of that.
God damn.
I was at my dealer's house. I was buying a PCP.
Of course.
And I didn't have enough money for all of the gallon,
Oh, it's expensive.
but I wanted the whole gallon.
Of course.
So I'd set up a deal where I would leave her as collateral. And I would go hit an ATM and come right back.
I see problems.
But, when I left, I got distracted and he cut her head off.
God damn, what the fuck? Holy
Eee.
shit.
Yeah.
God damn,
Yeah,
brother.
I tried to make it as slam and no brain and brutal as possible. It had to be, again, I wrote this as like a fuck you to Envirulent, so it had to be better than anything I'd written previously.
That's
So,
fucking awesome, man. I mean,
here's some inside baseball. The original title for this song was called Rite of Passage because it was a rite of passage for me to come back and write slam again. And then the next song was called Fuck You, Die Slow because I was mad. But it eventually got the official title. Area 51 is for lovers, which if you were born under a fucking rock, is a reference to Hawthorne Heights, Ohio is for lovers.
okay.
That's
And
the
then,
easiest one.
Yeah, we came up with the title mainly because I found this like sound clip and it was like very like alien sounding theme, and then we came up with the album art. And
This is the album arts song, basically.
Yeah.
The track 2.
Yeah, the very, very much truthfully, the album art is the track 2 art. But yeah, the second song is based off of Drake wanted it to be a love letter to the second Abominable Putridity album,
Yeah,
Anomalies,
Of
right?
artificial origin.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, which I as an inherited suffering records artist, uh, I always preferred In the End of Human Existence by Abominable Putridity. Everyone loves that second album. No disrespect to the second album. It's just not for me. I like the caveman, no solos, just brutal shit.
The
Um,
first one's their best, but I do like the
it's my
second one. I
favorite.
like all three of them, in their own way, to varying
Hold on. In
degrees.
the End of Existence.
In
All
the
right,
end,
in the end of
human
Slam, in the end of human existence, in the end of human slam existence. No, in the slams of human existence. I don't know. I'm gonna do something.
It's gonna find some way.
He's
Also,
gonna.
the demo is called Total Fucking Slam Demo 2025, paying
All
a
caps.
homage to all caps, bitch. Paying an homage to Internal Bleeding and how they would call things Total Fucking Slam on their like original flyers, because I guess they hated the term mosh. They were like, Anthrax uses mosh, and moshing is fucking weak. Like, what do those hardcore kids do? Like, kill each other? They slam dance? Fuck it, we're a slam band. And I'm like, oh, so slam's just hardcore. Crowd killing has always been the fucking root of slam. Suck it, BDM nerds.
What do you guys think about
no karate in the fucking pit? Shut the fuck up,
If I
Boomer.
were
Hide
there, I
in the
would've
back.
knocked
I'm
his ass
swinging on
out.
you.
What do you
Shut
guys?
the fuck up. This music's not for you.
What do you guys think of all the guys in like the BDM community who like depose like like anything like relating to like a hybrid of slam and deathcore, like like let's just say, because I have a few cats in my circle who fucking depose like Peeling Flesh and Acranius and stuff
all I
like
can
that.
say is I was in Virulent when we were getting dragged by the BDM scene because we had the audacity to ask for our guarantee. And it's like, oh, you do this, you expect money, you do this, and fucking this. And it's like, yeah, man, every other band is getting paid. Why the fuck we're going on tour? Why the fuck can't we? And it's like, people want to limit their fucking audiences and their market and shit like that. It's like, no, we got to keep the scene pure. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? I'm here to create art. I'm here to like inspire minds and change lives. Like, I don't have any loyalty to just people who want to talk about how fucking mediocre I am compared to like Devourment. Devourment did this in 98 actually. So like this, like I want to play to hardcore kids who have never heard the music this heavy before in their life and they just want to fucking punch someone in the face. That's all I want to do. I just want to fucking make people beat ass to my music. Which is,
like,
by the way, the first time that happened in Virulent played the stages. It was Break and Blast last year, January.
I went there
last year. And that was the first time I got to see people crowd killing and like moshing to Virulent, because before that it was just like like Chicago Domination Fest was just a bunch of people being like, this isn't brutal enough.
This isn't
But then you had
brutal enough.
like fucking Jason and like other people of like Peeling Flesh on the fucking side, just vibing and shit.
My
and
take
it was just
on the whole elitist thing is like,
I've been an
I've
elitist,
gotten in
so
that
I know what it's
mindset
like.
before when I've been like, oh man, no, BDM's the only real truth. Like I went through that phase, and then like but I've also listened from post-hardcore through deathcore now to where people really hate deathcore, and I don't like a lot of the new stuff either, but slam and deathcore are probably my favorite genres, which would make most elitists go, oh my god. But it's like, I know pretty much every BDM band and shit they do. Like I'm pretty well versed on that side of BDM, slam, like black metal, deathcore. That's like what I rotate through basically. So, and I've worked with bands metalcore up through probably, I feel like BDM elitists could still not like anything I've done, like NB and stuff like that.
Probably not going to like Gorpulent just because I just talk shit to all.
What I'm getting at is I get the mindset, but I also work with dudes who literally only listen to deathcore, and they're just like, they're their own people. They're chill. They're cool. They don't really care. They're in their own world doing their thing, while these elitist dudes, you know, it's easier to cultivate a following in a more niche market, in a sense. It's almost harder to be more successful in deathcore right now because it's so saturated. Like slam, BDM, gore grind, some of these things are like somewhat conquerable, you could say, in a way, where it's like they're worried about them over there nitpicking them, but they're just doing their thing, and it doesn't really affect here nor there at the end of the day as much as anyone wants to make it out to be. So I get the mindset, but I've kind of outgrown it. I feel like I just like what I like. If people don't like what I like, it's kind of whatever. Like, and that took me a long time. I'm 32, and I think I just probably got to that point, like when the last few years.
Life changes in your 30s, dude. I'm telling you right now. Like by the time you hit 35, shit changes again, and you're just like, oh, the shit I tolerated is like even less. Like I can't wait till like I'm in my 40s and I just don't give a fuck about anything. But
Yeah,
I'm not like a slam elitist, but I do believe that slam has to sound a certain way, and I try to, when I write slam, keep it within that. But I don't have a problem with like slamming deathcore or anything like that. It is what it is. But I would never call Peeling Flesh slamming deathcore, even have a like any deathcore really in it. Like that's a slam band. They have never put highs. If anything, I'm more of a deathcore thing. And Virulent's done highs. Drake does highs on this on like a few spots or on songs or whatever. It's more textural, probably like Chris Barnes type, Cannibal Corpse era shit. But yeah, I mean, that's I love brutal death metal. I've never been a part of the scene before, but like I said, I started listening to that shit in like 06. So I was like fucking 18 and just like listening to all these bands and like loving this music. And I was in the deathcore scene, but I was playing shit that deathcore guys hated because it was too fucking brutal. My deathcore band never went anywhere because we were blasting at 325 in 2008, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, that's an interesting like outlook on it. I definitely think like because like I have my fair share of like homies who are BDM guys. Joe, I'm sure you can probably relate to this. Like, they if it's not brutal death metal, like they don't care about what it is. Like they're like they don't care if you play slam, deathcore, fucking all the way from Timbuktu. So it's like if it's not specifically brutal death metal, and if it doesn't sound like it's 90s era brutal death metal, they will not pay attention to it. Is how
I know a lot of people like that, and like the other guys have said, I certainly went through a very kind of elitist kind of period of time, and I know in the UK in the early mid 2000s, there was very much a kind of separation between like BDM and deathcore. There was like you couldn't like one or the other. It was kind of like it was.
yeah.
I always likened it to like, oh, are you Green Day or are you Blink-182?
Yeah.
It's like very very seldom do you find somebody who's totally into both of them. And there was well, there you go.
Fucking me. I listen to everything.
I was totally Blink, so I was a Blink guy. But I remember like one period, one show when I mentioned Cerebral Incubation before, put on Cerebral Incubation in Manchester on tour. They were on tour with Dynamite Abortion from Switzerland and Acranius from Germany, and local support that I booked on were ingested. And
so sick.
Fucking sick.
And a band
Just local support ingested.
Yeah. Yeah, they asked me to play the show. I think I'm pretty sure that because there was a couple of times I booked them on shows. I put them on with Visceral Disgorge and Distant Tomb.
Oh, sorry, I love Visceral Disgorge. That's
so
one of them bands that
I organised their first ever shows in the UK as well.
Can I tell a story real quick about Visceral Disgorge? Just because it's just funny to me. So being in the deathcore scene growing up or whatever. Bodies Left Burning, I was in. We became really close friends with a band called Knights of the Abyss. Yada yada yada. Bass player changed in 2007 to be a guy named Griffin Kolinsky. Rest in peace. He's one of my heroes in life is Griffin Kolinsky. But he started this whole thing called like dads and fatherhood and all this stuff. And after he passed away, I met a lot of his friends, and they all like welcomed me with like open arms. And one of them was Madison. His name was Madison, and he used to play for Within the Ruins. And and then Madison worked for a guitar company called Balaguer Guitars, and he knew Devin Scheidacker of the Acacia Strain, and he knew I don't remember the guy's name, the guitarist of Visceral Discord. What's his name?
Oh, Steven.
Yeah,
right? Steven or something like that.
No, it was
Steven and Charlie.
Yeah,
it was Charlie. So Charlie is an artist under Balaguer Guitars, and I sent him the Invirulent debut before we launched or whatever. Oh no, I think it was after we launched on Slam Worldwide. And I sent it to him, and he was like, "I don't listen to this type of stuff, but I'm gonna send it to my friend that loves this type of stuff, my friend Charlie." And then he messaged me back. He's like, "Yeah, Charlie loves this stuff. He plays in a band called Visceral Discord, and he asked if you guys are tour ready." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then we just kind of waited around to see like what the tour would be. But it wasn't their tour, I guess. It was like a tour with like Cryptopsy and other shit, so they weren't able to like call the shots. But our first tour was almost off of like our debut. Before we even played Chicago, before anything, we got offered a tour by Visceral Disgorge. And that was one of the craziest fucking moments that I think has ever happened to me, like in my life regarding like music from just, that. Anyways, yeah, Visceral Disgorge is fucking awesome. And I wish I could ever play with them or see them live because fuck, they're awesome. Anyways, sorry, Joe.
I did a during the COVID era, lockdown, all that kind of stuff. I did a video track with Charlie. We did a cover of a Black Dahlia Murder track.
Sick.
Oh, that's so sick. Which song?
What a Horrible Night for a Curse, I think it was called.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a huge fan of the band of the Black Dahlia Murder, but we did there was me, Charlie, Travis LeBerge from Flattered and Cerebral Incubation, Andrew Lomastro from Cerebral Incubation, and Matt Kilner from Ex-Gorgasm. I think he was in Vitriol. He's just left Vitriol. But yeah, it was the five of us who did a cover of that track, and it was released via Metal Injection for one of their play at home kind of things they were doing while everybody was kind of locked down. And
that's absolutely insane. How are we even talking to you?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I'll try and dig out the YouTube thing. Full time. But the I think it was before, if I'm right, it was before Trevor passed away. And Trevor was on the live stream, commenting on it, saying how good it was.
Oh wow!
Cool.
Oh wow!
Rest in peace, Trevor. That guy.
Yeah.
He rode hard for the underground.
He was a fan.
He was a fan.
He really was.
He came from the hardcore scene, and not only the hardcore scene, but he just loved weird, gross metal. That was like his favorite shit, dude. I saw like some of his he would do interviews of like in his house and show like his favorite like band merch, and he had stuff from like Pelican and Isis and like post metal bands, and he had fucking rare BDM shit from like fuck, I can't even remember all the bands, but dude, and then he always put on new bands. He tried to elevate and show everyone in the scene. It didn't matter how small they were. My friend's band in Kingman, he put them on. He like talked about them and in his little article talking about like new and upcoming artists that he liked and shit. But I do want you to start song 2.
No, you're good. You're good. No,
just 30 minutes after song 1.
No, you're good. I enjoy this kind of stuff. We did, honestly, this isn't nearly as long as my initial debut episode. I did one with this guy named Backyard Savagery. He's like a solo dude from Utah, and he just makes like slam basically. And like that one was like because I wasn't familiar with like how to do podcasting at the time, I'm like, man, we're really taking a fucking long time like between songs, and it was just because like, bro, this is part of podcasting, like this is how they fucking do it. So like I'm a lot more I've done a few, sessions at this point, so I'm pretty familiar with like the structure. But the second one is called Area 51 is for Lovers, so I'm excited to hear this. Let's see.
You're not streaming, by the way, for us.
See, I fucked up. I fucked up.
There you go.
All right, and then we will go ahead and play. Let me know when you guys are all ready.
I am watching. Are we all in?
Yeah.
Yep, we're all in. So yeah, this is working title track was "Fuck You Die Slow," and we based it off Alien shit as an ode to Abominable Putridity and their version of slam, because that was the first band that I ever got into a slam was Abominable Putridity, which is hilarious to say this now, but it reminded me of Suicide Silence without highs. that was literally like what I thought of when I first heard Abominable Putridity. I'm just like, oh, this sounds like Suicide Silence's like fucking debut
Well, kind of
EP.
the cleansing is pretty
fucking sick.
That's a pretty good album.
It's
good. Pretty slamming. Actually,
I was talking about that first EP, dude, with like the ping snare, like
Especially, is that the one with the Family Guy clips, or is that their debut EP?
I was talking about the actual EP, not the Family Guy demo. But those songs from the Family Guy demo are on there, but they don't have
the clips.
They don't have the clips on it. But yeah, they played Lake Havasu City with us, Buys the Burning, in 2006,
That's
and they were promoting.
Ridiculous.
It was their very first tour, actually, and I think that was the first stop on the tour was Lake Havasu City, and yeah, we played with them, and that's when I got that EP, and I was like, "This is the heaviest shit! Like, this is incredible." Then I talked to Mitch at In and Out about his Yoshi tattoo that he had.
Yeah. Well, this one is called Area 51 is for Lovers by Gorpulent. Let's take a crack at this and see how it sounds.
Also, real quick, one last final note. I recently had to have surgery because I couldn't feel my pinky, so all these songs were written and recorded only using 3 fingers.
Jesus
and this one was this one's pretty fucked up. So enjoy.
All right. Well, I'm sure it's gonna sound good. Let's take a crack at it. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. That was fucking sick,
Thank you.
guys. That was fucking
I really like structure sometimes, and I like making songs like feel like they have meaning and purpose. Like I want a riff to lead to another riff that is like part of it. I blame Between the Bear to Me. I listened to so much Between the Bear to Me fucking when I was like coming up as like a young guitarist, and their structures and like how they use riffs to go into other riffs, and like it blows your fucking mind if you try to like actually map out like something like that. And it's something that I've always aimed to do, is to make things flow naturally. If I can also make something sound disjointed, and I'll purposely do that, but typically I'm trying to make something feel very, very natural.
Well, I definitely I think in some parts I definitely heard like the hardcore elements of it too. Like,
yeah.
And Joe is a fucking beast on bass, of course. Like fucking.
Oh, that bass tone is god, dude.
Like it's fucking sick, dude. It's
90% of my guitar tone is his bass tone.
It really does have that like all three of your guys' like projects mixed together. It's not like necessarily like, oh, it's this band. It's like, no, they're like we brought all of our own elements together and formed like a collaboration, like an actual collaboration. So
it's funny because this stuff is like written as like if Envirulent didn't like put like a chain around me, because every time I'd come up with like an idea or something, it would have to go through the council of Tristan being like, dude, really? No, I literally have written like full songs for Envirulent that Tristan was just no, and I was just like, what? Can I do something? You got to fix all of it. I'm like, fuck, man. And this next song 3, which the title comes from the sound clip. The sound clip is from Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and it was just one of the funniest clips I think I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, I have to use this. And we couldn't. It's not we couldn't think of what the lyrics should be, but we figured, as an ode to the sound clip, we should definitely make it, Dragon Ball themed. I love Dragon Ball. Joe loves Dragon Ball. Drake loves Dragon Ball. And this is a more obscure reference if you don't know the band Fear Before the March of Flames. They have a song on their album, The Always Open Mouth, called Taking Cassandra to the End of the World Party. And so, because we made it Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta is taking Kakarot to the end of the world party.
Okay.
This song is probably the most brutal and hardest to fucking play. I really was aiming for like some Cephalotripsy vibes, but also some more like BDM type shit, because I talked to Manuel Putridity and or Manuel. I'm not sure how he pronounces his name. But Manny, the guitarist of Putridity, because I met him in Chicago with Envirulent, and I was just warming up behind stage with like Sean, what's his last name? Sean May. Sean May of Legend was there, and Nickel was there, and he was like showing off like his guitar and stuff. And so I was warming up because we were gonna play next, and I just started like actually playing like to my ability. And I think like some people in the room like didn't know I could play like that, and it was like really cool because I wasn't expecting any compliments or anything, or it was just nutty that to like kind of have like people be like, holy fuck, and I was like, oops, I just play Slam.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't play any of this technical bullshit. And then when I would do like some live streams and stuff like that, because Manny added me on like Facebook or other people or Nickel or other things, I would play like some Envirulent riffs and stuff like that, and I would just get some pretty cool compliments from people that I've looked up to for a very long time. And so when I was showing this, we talked about showing like the material around and stuff like that. Two people that I showed it to that I got a lot of inspiration from was Eva, from Orbital Gate. I was like, I really want to like write something that, you know, and I was trying to aim more for like the first Virulent album, but like even like harder. And then I was talking to Manny, and he was talking about, I know you got riffs in you, boy. Like I know you can write some brutal shit. Like you need to write some brutal shit. So this whole like intro section is probably because of him. And then a lot of the blast beat sections are because of Clayton Mead. I was like writing stuff, and he'd be like, "This is sick, but like it needs more like more blast beats like for slam. Like it needs more of that shit." So anytime where there's like an excessive amount of blast beats or like a brutal type thing is dedicated to people that I look up to, kind of, you know, telling me their thoughts and opinions, and I really took that like to heart. And then not half, two riffs in this song are rejected in Virulent ideas, which later Brandon yelled at me and Drake for using, saying, "That's my riff." And we're just like, the fuck it is. You fired me, dumbass.
It's just Shobe being Shobe.
Yeah, I love him. Well, anyways,
this is taking Kakarot to the end of the world party. Let's hear the shit.
And there you have it, folks. That man is dead. Very, very dead.
Mr. Kent, if you had to come up with a word for how dead he is, what would it be?
Cadaverific.
Clayton fucking Mead.
Fuck.
Yeah, he sounds so good on that.
That is that is one hell of a way to end a demo, man. Like fucking I'm left speechless for sure. Like I know for sure that's gonna go on my playlist for sure when it comes out.
I really, really hope people like it, man. I'm so fucking nervous because Virulent had a lot of hype, followers, whatever you want to call it, and then Now it's just like, oh fuck, can I live up to like what Invirulent was? Because Invirulent wasn't just me, you know. Shob helped write riffs, Tristan helped write riffs. This is just, hey, Derek's out on his own trying to cook. Does anyone still want the food? You know?
Yeah.
And it's going to be nerve-wracking until it actually drops, and then people are either going to be like, oh, this tastes like shit, or ooh, this tastes like shit.
Ooh.
Because that's slam. That's slam. It's like, oh, that snare sounds like shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I think you guys are going to...
High quality shit snares.
Yeah, I definitely think you guys will be happy with the production quality of like the Ruptured EP as well, because it's like that really like gritty ass fucking like slam. Because it's not. There's no deathcore. I put no deathcore breakdowns in the fucking in the thing. Like it's literally all just like I'm basically going for what Gorvent. It's basically, hey, what if Gorvent decided to come back and re-release what's that first album called from 2008?
Abnormal
Exaggeration.
Oh, that was one thing I really wanted to say, but I keep on forgetting. The production of this album I modeled very, very closely off of that first Carnal Disfigurement album with Butchered Maggot Face and shit, because I wanted it to be that thick, that crunchy, but I wanted my drums just to be a little bit louder because theirs are like kind of more buried behind the guitars. But that was the main inspiration for like a lot of writing in Gorpulent was Carnal Disfigurement.
Drake,
which is a fucking pretty underground band, you know, even in the slam scene.
Yeah, I love Carnal.
Not many people talk about them.
Good one.
Drake, I was getting real fucking like, one Carnal Disfigurement for sure, but like I was gonna say that one BDM band, what are they called? I don't know. There's so many BDM bands. I'm kind of blanking on it at the moment, but
my low is kind of in this sense is like I know that Derek really like he's a good songwriter. He doesn't just write like a collection of riffs or slams. Where the idea on this wasn't to like flex so much as just try to like meld with the music and make it as good as it could be as a whole. So a lot of it's really enunciated because it's just most traditional songwriting. It has some type of more recognizable phrasing to follow.
And I really challenged Drake with this too, like heavily. To be honest, I really pushed him. I said, hey, I want these lyrics to be Dragon Ball themed, and he was like, fuck. Not sure how to write about that, but we'll figure it out, you know?
I definitely think you guys nailed it with the Dragon Ball one. I think that one has to be my fucking favorite for sure, just because of like the enunciation, like Drake said. It's very like reminiscent of Abhorrent Deformity and like that one fucking Brutal Death band.
Maple, get out of here.
Of the three, Joe, what's your favorite of the three?
I like the third track because I love your guitarist. I love the really kind of syncopated approach to all of the pinches.
Oh yeah, dude, that whole section's so fucked to play. Trying to remember, it's a pain in the ass.
When I first heard that, I was like, "What the fuck does he want me to do over that?" And I was like, "Dude, does he want me to match the harmonics? Does he want me to slap the harmonics? Should I just solo over all of it? Should I not do anything?" And then like,
slap always.
I was like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do over this? And then I sat down and started playing. I was like, oh, I can see where I'm gonna fit into it. And then there's a few things where I was like, I tried a few different things, and I was like, no, it doesn't work. So I kind of like came in and out and just tried to really kind of punch with everything.
I know slam bassists have this stereotype with like, oh, slam bassists just play whatever the guitar is playing, but genuinely beatdown bands, what the fuck are they playing? Because they're all just playing the fucking same shit, dude. Like beatdown bands from SoCal, dude. Like I fucking watched there's this really fucking like sick band, no shade to them at all, but like some of these fucking bands from the IE, dude, like Like, for instance, there's this band called Kindergarten Fight Club, and, like, genuinely, it's all just slow fucking beat. Like, you guys know the type of beatdown that I'm talking about, of, like...
Yeah.
And it's like, I just see the fucking bassist, and he's just going, dun, dun, dun.
It's deathcore like, for Doom.
It's
Closet
so
players that never found Doom.
As a special thing for people who are here that listen all the way to the end of this podcast, I can live stream my DAW. I want to show you one song that I almost have done, if that's permittable.
Yeah, we could look at that.
There's no vocals on it, but you can see my DAW and you can hear it.
One other thing before we do that I wanted to touch on the vocals before I forgot is we made a kind of a conscious decision towards the end between me and Derek of like, what did I want for automation or effects? And I decided it sounded really good as it was in the sense of like these songs for the full length or whatnot anyways. So it's going to sound way better at that point in the sense of I'll have effects and things like that. But this is it's a nice clean channel, but it's a pretty clean stack. It's going for the demo factor where when you listen to the demo compared to the full length versions, you'll be able to be like, okay, that's kind of cool to have both. And, you know, the elitists might prefer the old one more because it'll be a little raw.
Everyone's gonna say, oh man, the whole album should have been the demo mix.
Yeah.
Because depending on how honestly, I don't know how this works. I'm not really involved in the industry, but I'm hoping after we drop this demo, if it gets some traction, obviously I know that I can talk to Inherited Suffering Records. Alex really likes all the work that I do. He'll probably love this and would want to put it out. But if we get a chance to work with a different label and someone who maybe will help us a little bit more, whatever, like I'm always open to the idea. It just depends on how well the demo does and who likes it, who wants to pick it up. And then if we get like a fucking budget, I'll hit up Riley and be like, please mix this. I'm tired. I don't want to fucking do this. But if Drake is finished, I will show you an unfinished song I wrote called Fucking Ants is the working title. Because
Spinal Fluid from my area, it was their first ever live show. I think one of them is related to Luke from Vulvodynia, but I might be wrong. I might just be making that up. But it was their first ever show. They were all young. I think they're like 17, 18. So those guys, they came on stage. They hit that first note, and I was like, these guys are gonna do well. So they really knew what they were doing. So it's a big shout out to Spinal Fluid. There was a bunch of other UK bands, a lot of Friends bands who were playing. So there was Hacked Up, who were from the UK, two-piece, very similar to 357 Homicide. They're doing really, really, really good stuff. They've just done a split with a band called Desecrated Extinction, one man slam and gore grind kind of stuff.
Hell yeah!
Desecrated Extinction, great stuff to check out. A few other friends bands. There's a band called Rumination, who are from the northeast of the UK, who are kind of playing a bit more kind of an old school, like modern version of old school kind of brutal death. Really techy, loads of patchy riffs and stuff. They've got share members with Vulgar Dissection. Again, bunch of young guys from the northeast who are doing really sick stuff. Vulgar Dissection. Also, this is it tells you how incestuous the UK scene is. There, some of those guys are in a band called Ovulating Cadaver. I just organised their first UK tour. They just went on tour with Incinerate and with Digora, who are a deathcore band from London. Great band to check out. And I'll finish up with Impurist, who is featured. We spoke before about Gorotted. So Impurist has got Ben, the singer of Gorotted, with Rushy, the drummer, and it's got
That's the band you told me to check out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they were so good.
The bassist from Scatology. I used to be in Interrectal Gestation as well, and the guitarist of a UK black metal band called Winter Phyllis as well. So Impurists are kind of a super group of UK band members, but there's quite a few bands there, largely UK kind of homegrown up and comers. Loads of them, loads of respected musicians, loads of personal friends of mine as well. So there's a good few there. I'll drop some links into the Facebook Messenger chat as well with all those names if you can't remember them all.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Well, I know you have to get off. I wanted to thank you for coming on the Anatomy Crosscast. This is again, it's my buddy Sean's show, and I'm just like his co-host. So I really appreciate having you on, man. Like, you were fucking awesome, and your bass is fucking just yeah, of course, man. Your bass is fucking just legit as fuck. Like, I've been a fan of Crepitation for fucking years, man. So it's a real honor to meet one of the members without realizing it at first.
The fucking tapping section at the end of Honey is just like, like during the slam, it's like, I'm like,
it's like sex in your ear.
I've got actually, I don't know, because I'm not used to Discord. I don't know whether I could. So there is a brand new Crepitation song. I sent it to Derek. I think I sent it through to Drake as well. I might have sent it in the chat. It's not. I've got a demo version of it, which was just the musicians doing it as a live one take. I will see if I can get it and share it.
No problem.
The song title is Automatic Hourly Anti-Nonce Error Messaging.
Banger.
I've got no idea what it means, but apparently it's something to do with crypto investments.
Okay.
Let me see. So you're gonna have to put up with me being like some old git who doesn't know how to do.
No, it's okay.
While our dear beloved Joe does that, I'll shout out some Arizona bands that I feel like people should listen to. First off, in Yuma, we got a band called Rancid Mist. A bunch of young kids, like they're still in high school. And they're making sick fucking slam. The vocalist is gonna have a solo project called Pipilectomy. He's still working on that. He's been showing me some stuff. He's got the singer of Necrotic Gorbeast that's gonna be on it, and it's gonna be awesome. All right, let's listen to Joe's fucking. Let's get this secret shit.
No, that's not it. Could you guys hear that?
No.
No, I'm in stream right now, but it's a little hard to. So you might be sharing screen, and you need to share like the application that is gonna be playing it. So like if you double click on it and it opens like media player or something, you'll want to click on share your screen, and then it will say like change, whatever, and you just click the application that the music's actually playing on.
Okay. I don't even know if that was playing then, but it started very fucking loud in my ears.
We can't hear anything yet or anything.
No, let's leave it, but I'll send it to you to listen to anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, feel free. You can just send it in the chat, and if you want, I can play it and share application to be able to listen to it if you want.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
I could also do it because I am.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, if you drop it in chat. So Rancid Mist is one band I want to shout out. There's also another band, Connoisseria Slam. They're based in Arizona. They just released a new single, and it's so good. It's so sick. They don't need my, this next one doesn't need any like introduction or anything, but buttholectomy is
buttholectomy, baby.
Buttholectomy is incredible. I actually met Sawyer at Within These Walls. It was a hardcore festival that I was at. He was walking by and I was just like, Sawyer, right? And he was just like, I'm like, Derek, I used to play guitar from Virulent. He's like, oh fuck, hi dude. And I was just like, shook his hand and I was just like, yeah, man, like honored to meet you. Like I really like Buttholectomy. Like we just got like a very, very short conversation. I think Trissy was there too, but I didn't get to meet them. And then obviously number one thing I want to shout out, whether I've talked about it enough tonight, is Potato Slam. Tristan, Ernie, I don't know the other people in the band, but it's Tristan and Ernie's band after Virulent, and it's great. I believe they are dropping their full thing on Christmas, I think they told me. So if anyone's watched this far and they're just like, oh, like, spoiler, you get to learn that Potato Slam's dropping their shit on Christmas. So everyone gets a present this year because Tristan's writing is great, and
it's fucking awesome.
I'm really looking forward to listening to that. You know, there is like the competitive spirit in me. You know, Tristan is, because even when we were in Virulent, me and Tristan wanted to do an Envy versus Envy split, where he wrote like 4 songs and I wrote 4 songs, and like we weren't allowed to hear each other's songs, and then we were gonna put it out without even knowing like what the other person's like music sounded like.
That's cool.
And we were gonna call it the Ren versus Stimpy split, because he's obviously Ren and I'm Stimpy. Because every 5 seconds Tristan's like, you eat.
You eat.
And I'm just like,
but Ren, I wrote some slams.
And he's
I'm telling you guys, you could
Steepy.
You guys could literally make your own fucking samples. You don't even need to sample shit. Oh, you sent it in Facebook?
Yeah, I just sent it through to the Facebook. I couldn't find, so I could only find the MIDI version of the prop, which doesn't really do it justice. So on my computer, so I had to go back through an old conversation with somebody to try and find the track.
Okay, I will have Derek record this, or share his screen then for this one.
Oh, where did you send it?
The Gorpulent Crosscast chat.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Gorpulent Crosscast. Joe sent a thingy. All right,
thingy.
A spicy little thingy.
So this was just this is a one take thing with myself, Steve the guitarist, and Trippy the drummer.
Oh man, now everyone gets to see what my Facebook looks like.
Oh boy.
Everyone.
All right,
nice profile pic.
Yeah, this is a brand new track. No vocals.
I know what I can do. I can go here, and then there we go. Now it's just this. Okay. You should be able to hear this once I push play. So if you can't, let me know, and I'll address things. Hold on. First off, let me close this. Let me fix this and close this real quick. Just one moment, gents. All right. That's been fixed. That's been closed. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Can you hear that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Are those real drums?
Yep.
Wow. sounds like Worm.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
God damn.
That's just the three of us. That was a single take live in our rehearsal room.
Wow.
So there was no overdubs or anything.
Well,
I think we recorded it three times, and then that was the better one.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, we're hoping in the next couple of weeks to basically do that again and get the vocalist on it as well, and then we're going to release that as a single, which is how we're going to kind of introduce the new vocalist to the world. So the new vocalist for Crep is actually the original Colpoclysis vocalist.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just announced the whole new lineup for Crepitation, so that's all the new people on that track.
Yeah, so we lost both vocalists over the last 2 years. Mark from wanted to go back and concentrate on Amputated, and Chris has kind of retired from live stuff for the most part. So we funnily enough we replaced Chris and Mark with two guys called Chris and Mark. So yeah, totally didn't plan it, but it worked out quite well. So yeah, we've not got any recorded music with the two new vocalists, so we wanted to get a new song out there to kind of go with the two new guys, what they're doing, like vocally for us, and then I'm writing a EP at the moment for Crep, which is thematically based on British comedy shows, like the 80s, 90s, and noughties, Red Dwarf, and all that kind of stuff. So.
What was the fucking one that I watched? I watched God Bless This House or whatever. New Infinectomy. We sampled God Bless This House because it's the scene where the son eats his dad's like dinner, and then he comes home and he's like, "All right, darling, I'm ready for mine." And then he's like, and she's like, "Yours will be available just in a moment, dear. It's your favorite. Beans on toast." And so we fucking sampled that part because our guitarist is his whole family's like British and whatnot, and so it was like it was just kind of a patronage to them and like the TV show, because I think the TV show is like really funny and whatnot.
Sick. And then one final thing I wanted to say as a shout out, please go check out the new album by Purulent Granny Gangrene. I mixed it.
Oh hell yeah. And then, so we're pretty much wrapping up the show here. I already asked you, Joe and Derek. Drake, is there any bands that you want to shout out? Any bands at all? It can be your band, it can be your homie's band, your grandma's band.
I mean, I should be having... So, if anybody, by chance listening, has followed any of my deathcore project, Parasitic Embodiment, that album is pretty much recorded. It's like 7 or 8 tracks are recorded, and there's just a few more instrumentally, but I'm gonna wait for the whole album this time around as opposed to writing it as it, just because the way it timed out, it reached a point where I was busy doing stuff, and now it's catching up to where it'll work out where I can just take it all in and write that. So shout out Andrew Bassett, because that's my homie that does the instruments and is going to be mixing that. And he's been doing YouTube videos. He just started recently of like mixing tutorials, or just like pretty much even just openly him learning mixing, while he's just recording it in the process. But so shout out to him, and to my homie Ramon Carl Illo from Epitomectomy. That's, most people seem to know me from the Necrophilic Beatdown EP. So like now that's a full length with Epidemectomy, and I'm not the original vocalist, but this is their second full length. They had a EP full length, and now I'm on this new one. So like that's kind of where I'm hoping people be kind of funneled to at this point until Gorpulent drops. And yeah, so he also has a Midwest emo project called Hometown Weather.
Okay.
The homie in Epidemectomy, so it's really good. He's like goes to all that Philly scene where a lot of that stuff's going on, but shout out to him, and that's about it, I guess.
For sure.
Off the top of my head.
And then I know, Joe, you got to get out of here. We're pretty much wrapped up with the episode. Is there any bands that you guys, all three of you, can think of that you would like to see the Anatomy Crosscast get on the show? Any bands at all?
Crepitation.
Crepitation. Okay.
Yeah.
We can arrange that.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. We can make that happen for sure, brother.
Dude, I would watch the fuck out of that just to like learn anything about like that. Also, I mean, another one, obviously, Peeling Flesh. That would be an incredible thing to. I mean, they did the Garza podcast, and I watched that, and I felt like I learned so much. And those are the big homies, so I would love to see them on something like this, you know? Because I feel like more attention needs to come to the Anatomy Crosscast. There's been so many interesting artists and interesting bands and stuff that Sean and company have worked with and talked to, and yeah,
for sure. Joe, do you have any bands that you would like us to get on before you go?
Any of the bands that I mentioned before. I think with a lot of the bands that played at UK Slam Fest this year, and any of kind of my friends' bands, to see them kind of stepping up and doing something wicked. Like some of my bandmates are also in a lot of other bands as well. Again, the UK incestuous scene. So you know, Lewis, who Derek mentioned before, might end up doing some stuff with Gorpulent. He's also the drummer of Chainsaw Castration.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like those.
Doping in the Void.
Yeah, so he does a lot of stuff with them. So any of the bands that I shouted out before, I'd like to see kind of doing something like this.
For sure. And then Drake, do you have any bands you wanna see get on the show?
Be sweet to get like a cool big vocalist from like the slam or BDM scene, like Maddie Way or Angel Ochoa, or any of their bands, even like Diego. Would be cool to sit down with Angel and just kind of hear them talk about uterovaginal and all that stuff and how that came to be. And I'd like, so yeah, that'd be cool. Devourment would be cool to probably sit down with. Gorgasm would be cool. I'm trying to think of ones that, because you guys have gotten a lot of good unique, like you have unique leader records, bands, like multiple you've interviewed, which I mean, that's nothing to scoff at. Those are pretty big bands in their respective rights. So it'd be cool to get a little bit more of the bigger bands of the brutaler stuff.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then, you know, I really appreciate you guys coming on today and, you know, talking, chatting, shooting the shit for a bit. You guys really helped me calm my nerves a little bit about doing the show, so I appreciate that.
And then lastly, if you guys are interested in interviewing Enfuckment, which is pretty much Virulent too, me and Shob would obviously be open to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you guys have any last minute shout outs or announcements that you want to make, like any announcements at all, then, you know, go ahead and pimp that.
Gorpulent is coming for the slam scene, and we hope that we are not only embraced but loved and hated and feared at the same time. I was in Yuma and I showed it to Jason Parrish of Peeling, and he was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" And I was like, "Oh, this is my new shit." He's like, because I was talking about like how Virulent fall away, and he's like, "I mean, I would focus on that."
I love Jason.
I was just like, oh, fuck. And then I showed Joe, and Joe was like, who mixed this? And I was like, I did. And he's like, holy fuck, like this is actually really good. And I was like, it just kind of helped boost my confidence hearing from like people that I look up to in the industry, even if they're like friends or whatever. Like they're still, dude, they're fucking playing Madison Square Garden in like
That's
4 or
pretty
5
big.
days. Yeah, like Peeling Flesh is fucking taking Slam to the next fucking world, the next level. Like
Definitely.
they're
They
bringing
have
us,
Rob
they're bringing
Scallion on.
dude. Yeah, they're bringing us all up with them.
Yep.
Like Peeling Flesh is making all of us, well, everyone. You know, next thing they're gonna do is feature Crepitation, and Crepitation's numbers are gonna fucking skyrocket. You know?
They gave us a shout out on the Gaza podcast.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember watching that.
Yeah, that's dope.
So I just got a message off somebody, just like a video clip, and they were like, check this out. And I was like, what the fuck's this? And I was like, oh. And they were like, yep, shout out Crepitation. I was like, what?
Yeah, you're one of
That's
their
awesome.
mains then, man.
Yeah, I mean, they fuck with real Slam. Like, those dudes fucking love Slam.
Well, we kind of all watched them blow up over the last. I mean, like, they were. We seen it happen in real time.
I mean, I played with them in
friends with them
Chicago.
on Facebook, and it's like, damn. Because I remember messaging, like, the bassist, what's his name?
Austin.
Austin.
Yeah, Austin. Back when it was just the promo stuff, like there wasn't even Human Pudding yet or anything, and he had like the Jonathan Huber feature.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that, and it's like, damn, these guys are doing it. That's dope.
I met those dudes in Chicago, and we had a great time.
I'm gonna duck out.
Love you, Joe.
Love you guys.
Myself too. My wife's gonna beat my
Joe,
ass, so I better go.
I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on, guys. Appreciate it, seriously.
Yeah, it's great. It's really great to see you all. I'll speak to you all soon, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, of course. We'll be in touch. We got shit to discuss. Love you. Bye.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna dip too, guys. I gotta go check in with everyone's.
Yep.
Oh no, it's
Have
just
a good
us.
rest of your night.
No, I guess it's gotta end because you're not just gonna keep recording an interview that's just us.
All good things must come to an end.
To an end.
Well, thank you very much, Tony, for having us on the Crosscast. Thank you for taking your time with us. It's been, I don't know, 4 hours.
Yeah, it's been a fat minute.
Thank you
for coming on, guys.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having us, and it's dope that you're doing the show.
The Crosscast was the first people that I thought about when thinking about how to unveil Gorpulent. It's like, okay, well, Slam Worldwide, obviously, we got to drop a video, but to get to know the band, how do we do that? Oh, okay, well, Sean Cross. I took that motherfucker as our merch guy for Envirulent all the way to Dakota.
That's who
shout out to the homie, man.
Shout out. I'm not good at hearts.
For real.
I'm too chubby.
He knows how I feel about him. His hard work.
I think this is how you do it. I think
it's like this.
I think it's
What's
like
the
this.
K-pop? How do I do the K-pop heart? This is for you.
Yeah,
Sean.
All right, guys.
It's like this.
Have a good night.
Yeah. You too.
See ya.
See you, Drake. All right, Tony, and then there was none.
There was none. Well, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. I really appreciate you coming on, and I guess we'll have to do a follow-up interview, like a part 2 sort of thing with Gorpulent when I get Sean on again. Hopefully he can make that one, just because this is like my first solo session and whatnot, so
no worries, man. Thank you for going in depth. Sorry I talked way too much.
No. If you guys are still watching towards the end, we'll catch you around. And make sure to subscribe to the Anatomy Crosscast. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and all that.
Gorpulent only has an Instagram. We refuse to have a Facebook because it's just bullshit. We'll probably have a TikTok. But for right now, we're just on Instagram. Our debut should drop November 2nd on Slam Worldwide. It's just the full 3 songs that you heard if you watched this. And then after that, it will be on streaming services, Bandcamp, everywhere else, November 7th. I wanted to give it a 5-day grace period where you can only find us on Slam Worldwide, baby. So if you liked Envirulent, hopefully you'll fuck with Gorpulent. If you hated Envirulent, hopefully you'll fuck with Gorpulent.
All right, and that is a wrap, you guys. We will catch you in the next one.